Yo, what's going on, everybody? This your boy Slick 50, man. Yo, last night was an epic one. But before we get into that, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Help us grow this way. If it's real, man, y'all want to show some real love, hit that subscribe button, bro. And if you're feeling froggy and you want to leak, hit that what do you call it? I don't know, super chat. Yeah, that's it. Let me quit playing with y'all, man. But for real though, last night, man, we just gonna jump into it, man. I know I usually do not come on Sundays, bro, but I got a busy week. So I know everybody else, you know what I'm saying, with Christmas and everything going on. But the show must go on. Either way, I'm gonna make time to make this show grow, and that's what I'm here for. Man, oh man. He did his thing, y'all. He did his thing, man. Warlock Boxing, what's happening, baby? He first again, man. Salutes to Warlock Boxing, man. Second time in this mud first. Salutes to you, bro. First place. But back to the matter at hand. I knew we was gonna get the Joker. Oh man. Or as Turkey was calling him, the rabbit. They cracking jokes on him. I just want to give a big salute to that guy, bro. To him as well. Yo, Usyk put on a masterful performance. Please take time to participate in that poll. Who do you think won that fight? You know what I'm saying? To my rewatch gang, put it in the comments. You know what I mean? Man, I rewatched the fight. Like, swear, I woke up maybe, 5 this morning. Couldn't go back to sleep. Came back to the office, rewatched the fight. And the night of the fight, I had it 9-3. When I rewatched the fight, it could have been 7-5. You know what I'm saying? But I really think it was 8-4. Yeah, so the AI judging is way off. Salutes to Mark Wynn, second place. Second place for Mark Wynn walking up in here. What's up? Damn right. Like I said, I ended up having this 8-4. I could have gave it 7-5, but it was one of the swing rounds where you could pick whoever you want to give it to. So I'll say it was 7-5, 8-4, right? The AI judging was definitely way off, in my opinion. I thought it was close, but it ain't close. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I want to say I got to give a big shout out to Tyson Fury as well. Real talk. Real talk. But I will say this. I feel like the height played a part in that fight on the judges' eyes. And also with Fury again, bro. Like, you fought the guy already once. Coming in heavier and want to use that as a tactic. It was clear to see that. He was trying to shoot the jab and come forward. But he did some stuff that I didn't even really notice last night that I watched the second time. And it kind of threw me off when I watched it. I kept asking myself, why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? Why is he doing this? And there was one major thing that I did see last night that I immediately caught on to watching it the second time. I feel like Tyson Fury came in heavy to try to bulldoze the smaller fighter, right? To help bully the smaller fighter. Hopefully this weight is going to tire the smaller fighter out with me being able to jab in, clinch, lay on him, things like that. In the earlier rounds, I want to say maybe 1 through 5. It was close, bro. Like tit for tat type shit. But then I want to say the turning point was round 6. It was round 6. I think he buzzed Usyk. And Usyk kind of went back, like, hold on now. I don't know if it buzzed him, but it made him respect him. And I know a couple of them body shots made Usyk kind of respect his power too, because he gave a grin like, oh, you trying to throw that body shot with some power now. But in round 6, I can't remember exactly what round 6, round 7. But I'll tell you this for sure, I know in round 6 was a turning point because Tyson Fury was having a good round. It seemed that as Usyk was just standing there, you know, looking for a moment to go in or maybe even possibly taking a break. So Tyson Fury was doing some good work. I don't know if he was looking at those clocks because if y'all noticed, they had the time wrapped around each turnbuckle, right? And I don't even know if he really could see it. I know he must have seen somewhere because from that round on, it seemed like right when it hit damn near a minute 30 sometimes, stuff like that, Usyk turn it up, pow, and like get busy. Like, dude, it was like in that last minute and whatever second, sometime it varied, but it was like he was treating it like it was the last round. I'm going in for the kill, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he looked good. And here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. From round 6 on, this was the weirdest shit ever. I don't know why in the hell Tyson felt like he could switch. And when he switched, he just served up that left hand and be like, pow! Just get him. And mind you, I'm listening to it with the sound on now, because when I do the broadcast with you guys on Saturdays, I have the sound off, right? And you could hear the punches, bro, that Usyk was laying on this cat. You could hear it. Like, I heard Tyson Fury's a couple times, but you was, man, I wish I could make the sound effect, bro. It was like, pow! It was loud, you know what I'm saying? It was loud, like, dang, okay, he coming with some thought. He really trying to get this tall motherfucker out of here, right? And so I want to say, yeah, it was round 7, maybe. He tried to clinch, and Usyk pushed him up off of him. Almost reminiscences of how Bud Terrence Crawford did Earl Spence. It gave me that same sense of, oh, like, you know, because when I saw Bud do Earl like that, I was like, oh, this fight's over, bro. Like, I knew it. And when Usyk did that, I said, Usyk finna have his way. Watching it the second time with sound was like new to me, so it made everything more new, like as if I didn't watch it, right? But I was just like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And you could see Tyson Fury's face when he did. He was like, oh, okay. He didn't know what was gonna come with that. And it seemed like after round 7, once he pushed him, it was a left, a right. He added the right hook in there. Once he landed that right hook in there, I said, yeah, he don't care. Ain't nothing. He feel like he can't be touched at this moment. Like, this is my time to shine. You not going to do nothing to me. And all Tyson Fury could do was that lean back this. Some landed, some didn't. But I could match it to them judges. That shit's pretty fucking amazing, bro. He was taking over the end of them rounds. 10, he dominated. 9, he dominated. He was dominating some rounds and he was stealing some rounds. Tyson got his rounds in the early rounds. For round 6, it was like, what are you doing, Tyson? Why are you trying to switch? Why? In the earlier rounds, Tyson Fury had clear success with the 1-2. If you was hanging out with us last night, you heard me saying it. The 1-2 is the answer. Because the one mistake that I saw Usyk making the entire fight, when he throw that left, his head was down like this, where you can see the top of my head. And he was leaning forward, like he was reaching as such. For real. He wasn't trying to step in where he can be grabbed. Because I think that was part of his game plan. I gave my points of victory before the fight. If Usyk wanted to win in this fight, because he put on that much weight, you got to maintain your distance. And that's why he couldn't get so much leverage on that punch. And the one punch he rocked, Tyson Fury with, he like went all the way back, like woo, and Usyk got off like a 5-6 piece on him. So you know he felt it, but he was up close when he threw it. All the other left hands came from a distance. If Tyson Fury wasn't closing his eyes so much, he would have saw it, throw it 1-2, pop, pop. Yo, you got the reach. It would have stopped him in his tracks. I'd have been throwing the 1-2 so constant, Usyk wouldn't know how to get around it. He would have worked that entire fight, bro, and now he would have looked like the victor. Like, well, Usyk couldn't do nothing with Tyson. Tyson Fury, in a sense, played himself. I don't know if the heart's still there. I don't know. Did the frustration sit in? He can't understand why is this guy getting to me as such. I couldn't figure that out. Because it wasn't like Usyk was so dominant where, let me say it like this. I didn't see no point in that fight where Tyson Fury couldn't took their fight over. Not one point. Not at one point. I didn't see such a dominant stretch where Usyk was fading Tyson Fury to the point where he should have been in that corner frustrated. Like, oh my God. Oh, I didn't see none of that. None of that. I did see a masterclass because it looks good because he's a smaller guy. And then he did what exactly what he was supposed to do as the smaller guy. But the big man, I just felt like he didn't step up to the plate. Granted, concentration. He was focused. He wasn't playing. Y'all know what I'm talking about, how he be playing, bro. He wasn't playing. When I say playing, I'm talking about Tyson Fury. He wasn't playing. He wasn't doing any of that. You know what I mean? So I got to give him that. You know what I mean? He did seem more focused, but we didn't get this, is what I'm saying. All this shit. Yeah. No, we didn't get that. Right? We didn't get the, oh, I'm a clown and all that. So I know he was serious in there, but I want to watch it a third time just to see what made him not want to step in. What made him feel like this little guy is really finna get me? Did it carry over from the first fight? Because if so, what was the point of you putting all that weight on? It didn't help you move. It didn't help you be agile, damn sure. It didn't help none of your boxing skills. What was the purpose of it if you weren't going to use it to be able to absorb shots and go forward? Because I'm telling you, from about round 5 on, the little guy was pushing the big man back. And there's a difference between moving on the back foot on your own and being forced. He was being forced. I think all these wars Tyson Fury been going through, salute to him. He was a boogeyman for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But from Klitschko on up, coming back, going through weight loss, and this ain't make no excuses for him or nothing. Did them 3 fights with Deontay Wilder, bro. He gets knocked down by Ngannou. You know, I think it just took a lot out of that man. I do. I think it took a lot of that man. I think it probably would have served him to have a tune-up in between this stuff, like a real tune-up in between their fight, and instead of going right back into it, try to wash that memory away of what happened in the other. Because it just seemed like he was too much trying to prevent what happened in the first, instead of focusing on winning. You know? But again, this takes nothing from Usyk, because in order for him to feel like that, once he got in that ring, and not let Tyson Fury carry that momentum he had in the beginning of the 6, on forward, bruh, clap it up for Usyk, bro, all day. You got to. You got to. Like I said, it was only one thing that Usyk kept doing wrong, and that was him folding completely over, and you to the point where he can't even lift his head up and look. He's down and he's swinging like this. But after a while, that seemed to cease. Once he started getting the momentum going, by round 8, he's all the way up in his face. He's throwing a left and a right, and got that big dude moving away like, oh my God. It speaks volumes for Usyk because he was the one there to win. He didn't care. Like you could see that Usyk, like, you gotta knock me out, bro. Like I said, he got buzzed. But he shook it off and kept going. It was almost like if you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't have noticed it because he stepped back and shrugged. You saw his legs kind of wobbling. He shook that shit off and went right back at him. Like, nah, bro, I'm not showing no weakness. I'm not showing nothing. Before you get this, y'all been talking bad about me this whole campaign. You and Turkey, bruh, bring it. Bring it. But like I said, man, if you haven't watched that fight a second time, go back and watch that fight a second time, man. It's truly a treat. The first one, I think the first one might have a little bit more on it, simply because it was a little more drama. Right? This one was more skill. The first one was just like in the words of Triple G, a big drama show. You know what I'm saying? You got to see the giant bounce off the ropes like a what is it? Pinball machine. You got to see that. That was all in there. It was amazing because, like, how is this little guy doing this to the giant? Again, I'm not saying it like I was surprised off of it. I did a whole thing Friday. Check that video out. There's always a great small man out there, bro. And always somebody out there got your number, you know? But for Usyk to pull this off a second time, I ain't gonna lie, that's a hell of a feat. I was on record last night saying that's why I don't place bets on second fights, rematches, because they're too familiar with each other, right? And I don't know what either one gonna bring. I don't know if either one's talented enough to switch their game up or things like that. I know how talented Usyk is. I've been following Usyk before people was even hip to Usyk, bro. Like, since cruiserweight, that man's the man. Like, you know what I'm saying, from the Olympics. But at the end of the day, that was one of the most classic fights out there because you got to give Usyk, you got to solidify that man. He number one heavyweight out there, bro. You got to put him, you got to prop him up there with some of these great heavyweights, bro. Especially if you go back and avenge that criticism he got for Daniel Dubois, because I believe he lost that fight. I believe Usyk lost that fight. So I feel like that's something he need to go back and correct. I do. I feel like he needs to go back and correct that. Another thing too, man, that jab was out there from Tyson Fury too, bro. And he was snapping that motherfucker at first, but then that shit faded. He started waving it and everything, bro. He pulled everything out. He did. He was trying to hold his head down, hit him with uppercut, all sorts of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And hit him with a forearm in that joint too. Wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Usyk just kept it rolling. Like, oh well, I see the frustration in you. That's such clear frustration. Usyk got him back with a dirty shot. He tried to. It was when he laid on Usyk on the ropes, and Usyk just laid back and he put his head on his shoulder. He said, "Boom!" Hit him with a shoulder right under his chin. It was getting chippy in there, but nonetheless, bro, you got to put him up there 100%. You got to put him up there. But yeah, the AI judging is a little off. It's a lot off. Like I said, I had it A4, but I could see, like I said, it was a swing round in there where it could have been 7-5. You know what I'm saying? But it was clear that this year I'm starting to see judges sway more to the aggressor, right? I think that's like the number one criteria now, the aggressor. Whoever's pushing the action, whoever's pushing forward, it's not about hit or get hit, who made this. It just seems that way. And I think that helped Usyk, man. This little guy he was pressing the action. And his combinations were more clear cut. They weren't sporadic, like 2 punches here, 1 punch here. He was laying combinations, bro. And he was being smart. He kept going to Tyson's body. Tyson tucked them elbows. Then he go upstairs with a left and a right. Then he switch up right, left. Then this, I almost said, Tyson kind of frustrated me though. But and then he would switch. I don't know why that big dude was switching like that. Like you serving your face up to this man. Soon as he switched, Usyk said to go pow and light his ass up. Like, what is that about? Sugar in the corner, going in on it, going in on him. What are you doing? That ain't what, blah, 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 blah. Tell him about the 1-2. Why you letting that go? It sounds like complaining. It's just I saw more fallacies in Tyson Fury game than I did Usyk's. And it just baffles me. You put all that weight on and you just didn't go in for that kill. I feel like Tyson Fury would have went through some of them shots and ran up on Usyk, for real ran up on him. Usyk would have played off, backed off. Like I said, he kept his distance until you got to like round 7, 8. He start closing like, I don't care what's going on, bro. If he would have went in, Usyk would have been trying to reach too far. And he would have caught an uppercut. The 1-2s would have just been landed. If he would have kept them up, he'd have kept that right hook he kept throwing, could not land. It was never the right hook. It was always the 1-2. It was always the 1-2. Then he went to a left hook. He couldn't land that for real. And it was just like, what are you doing? And I really think that at the end of the day, he was concentrating more on not letting what happened in the first fight happen in the second fight, instead of just 100% going in to win. That's what I believe, bro. That's what I believe, 100%. But overall, man, Usyk right now, I if I look at it like how fans do today, and how media do today, and what I mean is how they put heavyweights on a pound for pound list, Usyk would be number one. Usyk would be number one. He beat AJ twice. He technically beat Du Bois, AJ twice, and now you done beat this man twice. He went through everybody. I mean, what else? And then became undisputed. Something neither of them was able to do. He's finna fight Du Bois again, and then hopefully they don't shift no bull crap. Du Bois don't try no bull crap. He better fight Parker first. He fight Parker, and I know people are like, what do you mean? He could technically not fight Parker. He can. That trumps that. A championship fight trumps that. So if they ink a deal with him and Usyk, you know what I'm saying? Parker will be back on the back burner. Before as we know, he's still fighting Parker. He gets past Parker. You know what I'm saying? And he beats Du Bois. It's like, what else is there? He can go fight Zane for shits and giggles. But ain't Zane finna fight? Who is Zane finna fight, y'all? I forgot. Zane probably fighting somebody. I'm trying to think who Zane supposed to fight, but they was just talking about who Zane was finna fight, and I can't remember. But yeah, we could do that. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think Tyson Fury should retire. I think he should go get that AJ fight. He'll make more money on that AJ fight than he did Usyk. That's gonna fill up Wembley Stadium. They could do it once over there in Riyadh season, and do once in Wembley, bruh, and fill that joint up to 100,000. I think only hold 90-some thousand, but they'll fill that joint up. That's the fight they've been clamoring for this entire time. So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I really think that. I see y'all in the chat. I'm gonna get to y'all. I just try and get my spiel up. So I don't think after that, I don't know what he gonna do. Right? I don't know what he gonna do. You can put him in there with Zhang as well. Two big juggernauts like that. Why not? You know what I'm saying? And at least that works in his favor. Somebody damn near his height that he can mess with. It's just, I really think the height difference played a big part on him. He's not used to that at all. Yeah, after that, I really don't know what's there for him. Does he retire? Do y'all want to see him retire? Zhang is fighting Agate. Okay, yeah. I like Zhang. Big Bang Zhang should have had his shot. Like my boy Punch said, this politics holding that man back. They shifting the bag around and seeing what's gonna make the best fights when he been earned his shots, bro. The man 40 years old. He been putting in so much work. It's crazy, knocking everybody out. And you don't want to get that man his shot. They as I say, they afraid he gonna upset the apple cart. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. But I would like to see him get shot at them guys at a belt. You know what I mean? But Usyk, he got plenty. He has plenty. Now I want to know what y'all think about this. He has plenty more opportunity out there. It's just a matter if he wants to do it. But salute to everybody who hitting that like button, man. I appreciate you guys. All my people over there on X. Salute to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. Make sure you hitting that follow button over that way. Usyk, on the other hand, fight Du Bois. Right? Plenty of work with Du Bois. He can get a hold of Parker if they put Parker on the back burner. But here's the thing. If he fight Du Bois, he'll be 2-time undisputed, bro. Y'all not hearing me. 2-time heavyweight undisputed. 2 times. He been undisputed heavyweight once already. He'll be undisputed again. He beat Du Bois. Mind you, he's already been undisputed at cruiserweight and got the Ali Trophy at cruiserweight, which will make him a 3-time undisputed champion. Boy, that'd be some crazy shit, right? Let's say he does that and he don't want no more heat at heavyweight. We got Big Zerto, Opataya finna go at it. He ain't too far from cruiserweight, bruh. He can go right back down and try to take old cruiserweight again. What? Usyk, 23-0 or something like that? Like 14 KOs? He ain't got too much wear and tear on him. You talking about making a major dent in heavyweight history? If he fight Du Bois, 2-time undisputed heavyweight, he go back down cruiser and could possibly become 2-time cruiserweight undisputed. Oh man, you can't do that, bro. But that's legendary, bro. That is legendary, bro. What he doing is already legendary. I'm not gonna lie. We watched cruiserweights come up, your David Hayes and all of them, so on and so forth. But it's nuts though, the way he's going about it. He ain't too far from it though. Remember, he gained a little 4 pounds or whatever, and he gained that weight to come up. So it's not like he's stuck there. So it is. Let me get to these comments because I'm dying to know. The link is in there. I should have pinned it to the top. I'll put it in there again in case y'all can't find it. I really would like to know y'all opinions. If not, understand. Like I say, I know it's Sunday. Everybody's busy getting stuff ready, going to the trees, so on and so forth. But yeah, man, I'm gonna at least get to these comments before I get out of here. All right, I'm going all the way back up. Let's see. Usyk, the GOAT of all time, gold medalist, double undisputed, and beats everybody at their best. Always. What? And beat all them their own house. Hey. And he ain't done. He beat Usyk. Long as the boy get past Parker, because so far we know he fighting Parker. If he get past, if the boy get past Parker and they actually bump, bro, that's 2-time heavyweight undisputed. He'll be 3-time undisputed. That's what I'm saying, dude. He's on a hell of a run right now. And I don't know if this train can be stopped. I don't. Even though Du Bois got that momentum, though, the way he did AJ, oh my God, he made the man try to get up with his face. So he has some power. He got some power. Usyk, the GOAT of all time, says he's greater than Floyd, Bud, and Mike Tyson. Let me tell you something. I don't put him against the see. Like I said, that's the new age shit. If I go by y'all, he pound for pound, number one. But I can't necessarily say that because he's a heavyweight / cruiserweight, bro. It ain't like he can go down and fight them guys. Those guys, Floyd and all of them, they can lose weight and go up and down all they want, right? Mike Tyson terror is why he's a super legend. He's his terror. Oh man, he ain't doing it like Mike, because everybody that Mike fought was taller than him. You'll never find a fight where somebody was Mike's height. You get what I'm saying? Probably the most first round knockouts too. Like, it's a lot that he did as well. But when it comes to these belts, whoo! Like I said, 2-time heavyweight under it's nuts, bro. It's nuts. Usyk the GOAT said all time, his style, Ukrainian style, tricky, will befuddle anybody. He can fight anybody in any era. I don't know, no. No, you tripping. No. Not any era. Not any era. The tenacity in this era is a little different than the tenacity that guys had in the early 90s, late 90s, even going back to 80s. I'm talking about people was fighting to feed their kids, and only superstars was getting that type of money like that. So he'd have gotten there with like a David Tour or something like that. He'd have went full head on. Man, it wouldn't have been that easy. That's all I'm going to say. It wouldn't have been this easy. Good style. I agree with you, though. The style is tricky, but he wouldn't have beat just anybody. No, I can't agree with that one, though. Hell of a boxer, but no. The shit was different back then, bro. You got to watch the fights. Go back and watch some fights that you talking about, man, before you say that. Because if you had a time machine and you would have dropped him off, shit, you'd be pissed. You'd be yelling. Austin Spirits, what's happening, man? What's good? Who you got for Derek and Otto? I gotta take a look. I'm not sure, bro. I'm not. When Otto fighting, and which Otto? Otto Weiland? Who? So I can look. Mexican boxing #1. What's good, man? You said Dubois versus Fury? No, Dubois ain't fighting no Fury, man. And I don't know. I'm still not sold on Dubois, bro. I'm still lingering from, even though he on a hell of a run right now, you know? Like I said, technically he beat Usyk, he beat Herkovich, and AJ. He's still on a run, but I still got a bad taste in my mouth from when he quit off that jab, bro. Who was he fighting? Joe Joyce, I think, or somebody. That shit kind of made me, I was like, what? So I'm still not kind of sold, but I don't know. I don't know about that. And then he may just beat Parker, but Parker on a hell of a run too, right? He beat Zhang. Did not see that coming. I knew he was going to beat Parker. I knew he was going to beat Deontay. But I didn't think he was going to beat Zhang. I ain't going to lie. But he got Zhang out of there. So I don't know. I can't really answer that. Would the boy beats Fury? I don't know. E-Dub, what's happening, my guy? They loves way _. Usyk needs to go down and fight Opatai. I need to see that. That's what I said. It ain't over for him, yo. If he beat Du Bois, become 2-time heavyweight undisputed, he can go back down to cruiserweight. G Wall 77. If Turkey ain't never do that AI judge shit, I would have went for Usyk again. Shaking my head. Yeah, you didn't know it wasn't part of it. I thought I said that enough times on the show and past shows. The AI stuff was not. They was testing it. They were just testing it, and yeah, man, the AI shit went right. He had Tyson Fury win 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? And it just shows that they always gonna need to have a human eye on the game because, like I said, last night I had it 9-3. Way I looked at it, but when I woke up this morning and watched it again, I had it 8-4. And really could be 7-5 because I had like a swing round where it was like even to me. You know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, like it definitely needs to be a human eye. I'm with the replay shit though, but don't be trying to put that shit in there no time soon, bro. You know what I'm saying? No time soon. G Walls also said I was confused, thought it was just an AI judge. No, but yeah, no. Not on. If you go do that, you can't try that on no major fight like that. You know what I'm saying? You know how people probably put their money in on that fight and shit. Hell, heck, nah, bro. No. Nah, it would have to be on some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when they tried to instant replay the was it Boychuk and Ortiz? Like you try little fights, not no major. That was a major fight. E-Dub said judging don't know what judging. Yeah, bro, it's like they left the criteria and just said we going. I'm telling you, it seemed like all year judges just been campaigning for the one who's pressing the action, who's going forward, right? Not just male boxing, female boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen nobody land that many punches more than the other person and lose. And we saw it with Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. You know what I'm saying? So I think all these judges are looking for pure aggression. Who's the one going forward? You know, like I still believe Evolve won. You know what I'm saying? When I went back and watched that, a lot of that shit Beterbiev was throwing, he wasn't landing upstairs. He was landing a lot of body shots, but he wasn't like, you know what I mean? But it did look like he was pressing the action, though. He was the one going forward. But it's not about, it seemed like it's not about hit it or not get hit. It's not about who's actually controlling the action. It's not about that. You know what I'm saying? It's not about ring gentlemanship no more. It's about pure aggression, bro. So you gotta be on top. You gotta be able to take your chances and mix it up, bro. Because if you on the back foot too much, shit, I don't care how good you doing. You might just end up losing, bro. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? You might end up losing. Another thing in that fight too, though, I'll be real with you. The round where Tyson Fury went to rabbit punching, held his head down and kept punching in the back of the head, like square in the back of the head, not on the side of the ear, 3-4 times in the back of the head, and the ref didn't say nothing. I think Usyk right there, because when he looked at the ref, he was like, but he ain't complain. I think right there he knew I'm in this ring by myself. You know what I'm saying? He ain't finna help me. I feel like I keep telling him, I can't say enough. If I was ever in a fight game, bro, I already feel like that. Everybody against me. The judge is against me. The ref is against me. The people in the crowd against me. My mind is focused that I'm here 100% by myself. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to go 12. You know what I mean? Because shit like that. You know what I mean? That was wild. Like I said, ain't he hit him with a elbow. Forearm, I mean, not elbow, but he caught him with the forearm. All right, answered that one. G Walls, you seen Du Bois' goofy self after the fight, LOL. Yeah, he look like a big kid because he's still thriving off of that win. You know what I'm saying? He's still thriving off of that win, and he flying high right now. You know, I ain't mad at him, but he did look a bit goofy. He was supposed to go in there and be tough and aggressive, and he didn't even know how to do it. He was smiling and shit and kept trying to shake his hand, man, and all that. It just didn't look right. The words coming out of his mouth didn't match his demeanor. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I respect the Usyk, though. That was gangster. That was gangster. He said, oh, you going to come ruin my moment? Hold on. Turkey, make this fight happen. Make it happen. I ain't afraid to give people rematches. You just saw what happened to two of your boys. Let's not forget, I did your boy in before you did. You know what I'm saying? That's what, he didn't say all that, but that's what that meant. When he turned around and got Turkey, Turkey said, I will make that fight happen. You got your shot. You had, and remember, you asked for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was gangster to me. Everybody else would have played that shot. Man, go about your way, man. I'll see. I don't know. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? They'd have been on what's my boy name? Canelo shit. He'd have been on this.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Please get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night.
Y'all remember that with Boo Boo Andre at Crash the Party? Get the fuck out of here. It's my night. But no, not Usyk. I give him, man, that was huge. That was huge. No lie. Parker versus Dubois. I'm not sold on Dubois, bro. I wouldn't be shocked if Parker pulled that shit off. And that's dumb because if he's still gonna fight Parker, bro, You taking a chance of not getting that Usyk fight. You taking a chance because if I'm Usyk, I'm going back after that belt they took from me so I can be 2-time heavyweight undisputed. You'll lose your chance. That's why I'm not understanding this whole thing, bro. He got in the ring to challenge the man that does supersede that fight, but they slated the fight on the February 22nd card next year. And that's a huge card, bro. So you gonna fuck that card up? Usyk not finna come back and fight February 22nd. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know how that's gonna work, bro. But if he do fight Parker, you dumb for looking over Parker. If I'm Parker, you just add a fuel to the fire. Like you think I'm some whole bitch out here. You crazy as hell. And you saw how the hell Parker came in on Deontay, and he wasn't scared of Zane. The way Parker came in on them two cats, that's how Tyson Fury shit came in on Usyk. Real talk, bro. Real talk. But I'm not sold on Dubois. I wouldn't be shocked if Parker pulled it off, bro. Straight up. Yeah, and Zane fighting Agate. I got Zane. You said Fury fights AJ and Dubois then retire. I don't know if Dubois worth fighting. Like I said, it'd be for money. But it depends on Dubois' performance. Because like I said, it's not that you lost, it's how you lose. If he get done like how he did AJ, throw that shit out the window. The only reason people still want the AJ fight because both of them giants, and two, they've been wanting that fight forever. And that fight that's one of those signature fights that people just want to be able to spectate. They just want to be able to see that, be able to witness it. Like, dang, they actually did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and the way it looks now, I ain't gonna stun it. Might look like a good fight. You got AJ. It look like he mental. You hit him, tap him a couple times. He mentally gonna check out and do what the hell he want to. You got Tyson Fury in this day and age. Look like he not trying to commit to no punches because he ain't trying to give you access to his chin. So it might end up playing out as a good fight. You know what I'm saying? But for the UK, it's a huge fight over there. In America, it ain't gonna be like that over here. But in the UK, oh, that shit gonna sell out, bro. The gate is sold. If they announce that tomorrow, they selling that out. Austin said he think Aggie gonna stop Zhang. I don't know, bro. Zhang got that George Foreman power, bro. Like I said, little men befuddle tall men, bro. And the way he came in on it wasn't that he just whooped Zhang ass. He was just like getting swarmed, like a little gnat. You know, you ever had a fly that you keep trying to hit and you can't? You know? The last way, Usyk should fight winner of Parker and Dubois, then go down fight Obertai. Yeah, bro. I think I answered this already. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would be crazy, bro. Bro, that would be crazy, bro. Obertai, one of my favorites down there already. And I like Big Zerto. Oh, man. And I think Big Zerto found him a home where he comfortable. He one fight I truly believe that said, like, the weight they had me at was not my weight. I didn't like losing that weight. The boy looked comfortable. He looked good, right? Obertai just looked like a killer. And he come and do his job. And I can remember the old man that got him there, bust him up a bit, but that's gonna be a fight itself. Obertai and Big Zerto, that gonna be a fight. Him and Gilberto mix it up, and then whoever Usyk get in, if he get in with Dubois, take out Dubois, and he go back down, man, dog, that's gonna be wild, bro. That's gonna be wild, bro. Austin Spears said drop it 26 pounds. Yeah, you said that. I saw that. Not really. Like I said, he put on that weight. You gotta remember that. You know, you sometimes a fighter can put on weight that's just not meant to keep. You know what I mean? Remember, he come up from cruiserweight. He not naturally no heavyweight. And then he added 4 more pounds this time to go around for this fight, I believe it was. So I don't think it's gonna be hard for him to lose it. You know what I mean? He's not really supposed to be that big anyways. So, and you can really tell because if you know him from cruiserweight, you know, dude a little more muscular than that. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't think it'll be hard as long as he ain't got to drop it real fast. That's why I said he not fighting on February 22nd, so he got plenty of time. Plenty of time and keep yourself healthy while doing it. You know what I'm saying? Mark Wayne said it would take a lot out of him to shrink back down to cruiserweight again. I don't think so. Me personally, I don't think so. I don't think so. Off Spirit said, I'd rather Ja move up to heavyweight than Usyk move down. See, here's the thing. I don't, because I feel like it'll be some sort of excuse if Ja go up and it's his first time at heavyweight. Now, I don't know what is Ja's walk around weight. That will play a factor. If his walk around weight is at 200 and some pounds anyways, then yeah, all for it, right? But if it's not, and he just barely hit 200, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want that. Usyk ain't been at heavyweight that long where this shit stuck on him like that. You know what I mean? He got to eat to keep this shit on. And if they fight, we talking about them fighting. We probably wouldn't see them fight to the goddamn 2026 anyways. To be honest with you, because like I said, Dubois February 22nd. You fuck around see Usyk Dubois the end of next year. You know what I'm saying? He got plenty of time, bro. He got plenty of time. Also said, I think Muhammad Ali versus Usyk that'd be a good fight. That'd be another one of the fights. Can Usyk close the distance? Because now you fighting the king of distance. You gotta close the distance. You feel me? That's the king of distance. Can you get past the jab? It wasn't always about landing the jab. You know, with Ali, people don't understand that the jab is to keep you occupied. It's to hit you, but if it don't, I'm gonna keep it out to keep you occupied, bro. Right? Soon as you drop the gloves, you go get hit with it. You know it, so you got to figure me out. You know what I'm saying? Before I start landing these 1-2s, and it's gonna be a jab hook. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be that coming behind it because now you scared to let your guard down. So that would be an interesting fight. That would. But to my guy who said you go drop Usyk off in that era, nah, it wouldn't be easy for Usyk. I ain't said Usyk couldn't beat nobody. I'm just saying it would not be easy. And this is a fact. I forgot who was fighting on February 8th, man. I know I asked you what day and stuff, but who was supposed to fight on February 8th? I done went down all these is it Zane and Agate fighting February 8th? I done went down this list, bro, and I forgot who he's talking about, Austin. The boys versus Hrgovic rematch would be good if Hrgovic fights again. Man, he beat the shit out of Hrgovic though, bro. Like I said, for me, it's not that you lose, it's how you lose. And he got whooped on, bro. And then he was supposed to be the big bird. Remember, he was supposed to be the next boogeyman. They was promoting the shit out that guy. And it tripped me out. The boys did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, anything happened. I got Del Boy winning, by the way. I definitely thought Bivol won. The better be is knocking him out in a rematch. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that back. I halfway agree with you. I ain't gonna say I disagree with you. I halfway agree with you. You wanna know why? Because Bivol gotta take more chances. Bivol gotta take more chances if he wanna you talking about Derek Chisora? That's who you call Del Boy? Because I'm like, who is Del Boy? I typed Del Boy in and came up Derek Chisora, bro. That's what you talking about? Gotta be who you talking about, bro. Yeah, Otto Weiland. If you would have said Derek Chisora, I would have known what you're talking about, man. You had me. I'm like, Del Boy fighting Otto. That's why I was sitting there like, what Otto? Yeah. Chisora might pull that Otto fight out. Otto ain't the same no more. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's, he get tired though. Chisora. So we'll see about that one. I'll be on here. Come hang out with me. I'm calling it. I'm gonna call that fight as well. But no, back to the Love's way. Yeah, but Bivol got to take more chances. He got to take way more chances than he did. So it's possible he might get slept. See, Bivol couldn't catch him. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't catch him. I mean, Beterbiev couldn't catch him like he wanted. But I feel like Bivol might have to. He gonna have to take more chances, bro. I think that's why he was boxed too much off the back foot, and them judges didn't like that, bro. You know what I mean? And Bivol might just, yeah. I'm going with Bivol again. I like Bivol. I'm gonna go with Bivol again. I like both of them. I like boxers, bro. And I if he could put on a devastating performance, but the thing is, Bivol don't seem to have that pop that Beterbiev have. If Bivol had that pop, like something close to a Beterbiev, right? Then I'd be like, yeah, he step in more and he'd be like, pop, 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 you know what I'm saying? And make Beterbiev respecting, but I don't think Bivol got that type of pop, bro. And if he take more chances like that, yeah, man. Yeah, you walking right into a trap. So, like I said, hey, you can root for who you want, but in your back of your mind, you know who gonna win type shit. That's how I'm looking at this one. So I halfway agree with you, bro. It might just end in a knockout, bro. It might just end in a knockout. But we might end up seeing something devastating. You never know. But yeah, I'm not going against you on that one. I'm not gonna argue with you on that one, bro. At all. But that's a good when that fight get around here, bro. I'm gonna remember this. That's gonna be a good topic right there, bro. That's gonna be good. Salute to the Love's way. That's a good topic. Mark Wynn said, I like the judge's favor in the attacking boxer. If you want to be on a back foot, you better be a master at it. I want to see people fight and fight hard. Yeah, I get it. As a lot of casuals do. Ain't nothing wrong with it, right? But you speak volumes though. There's not a lot of masters anymore where they can make it look pretty and sweet. You know what I'm saying? That'll even captivate your eyes, Mark Wynn, where you be like, damn, how did he get out of that? Damn, damn. Like, did he just miss all of that? Like, how dude dodged all them punches? Like, it's not a lot of that no more. And a few we got, it's not appreciated. So, you know what I mean? Now you got a lot of just going backwards and, ain't nobody slipping punches for real and giving one back or none of that. You know what I mean? So I agree with you. That's why a lot of people like Gervonta fights and things like that, because they just want to see two juggernauts go at it, boom. You know what I'm saying? And let it be. Let the chips fall where it may be. You know what I mean? So I ain't mad at you for that, bro. But I hope some more slick boxers come up and know how to stand still, bro, like for a little bit and make them miss and make them pay, then move type shit. You know what I mean? Like, I missed that. Bud is on that. Bud could do that, but that's Bud. Shakur at 130 was doing that. That was at 130. I've yet to see that out of Shakur at 135. And I believe he finished shorts. I do. I still like Shakur. But after Shakur, who else is it? Man, what was my guy? McGinnon? Who was, man, god damn it, where my phone? Hold on, I gotta look this card up because it was another fight on this card that was dope where another guy took a 2-week notice. Man, hold on. I gotta get the card because it was a hell of a fight. Yeah, we finna find. I gotta find this, but it was a hell of a fight, right? All right, here we go. Yeah, no. Was it Lowe? Was it Fisher? That Fisher fight, I was bullshit. It was Dennis McCain, I think, and Peter McGrail. Was it? I'm trying to see their face. Yeah, okay, McCain didn't fight. Peter McGrail fought another guy, and he did a damn good job, bro. But Peter McGrail, he was slick with his feet, but he kept leaving his hands down. You saw the potential. He was sidestepping. He was turning this guy, but he had no real head movement. So, and he didn't know how to bring the phone back. He was this swing, drop everything, pop, catch two, turn dude, or he'll get it off a turn dude. But he was catching too much punishment. And you could see that the potential there, bro. All would have took a simple slip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Roll with your shit. And he wasn't doing any of that. But I liked that Peter McGrail fight. If y'all didn't pay attention to that fight, that was a very good fight. And I don't remember the guy's name that he was fighting. If y'all remember the guy that filled in for Dennis McCain, please let me know. But Peter McGrail did a good job, put on a show. He won ultimately, and the other guy did a damn good job. And it was a close fight. Dude took the fight on a week notice and made this shit a close-ass fight, bro. That was a good-ass fight, bro. Yeah, that was a good-ass fight. And, of course, Davies and Boychuk was a good fight until it wasn't. I think Davies said, man, I'm not finna give you no more than these 5 rounds because I ain't get to prepare for this. I got my check, and I'm trying to fight for another day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and he did a good job until he started trying to fight in the inside. His gas tank wasn't gonna allow him to box the way he was because that first round, Davies, second round, he was doing great until he stepped in, think he was finna fight that man. That man knocked him on his ass, and that gas tank ran out to the point where he had to stand there and fight. And he was like, "The hell with this shit! You finna beat me up like this Christmas coming up? No, ain't having that." So salute to Davies, but I didn't know that guy that Peter McGrail fought. That was a hell of a fight, y'all. That was a hell of a fight. Damn, I just deleted it though. Oh no, I didn't. But Fisher and Allen, I thought Allen won that fight, bro. I thought Allen won that fight. He took over that second half of that fight and had Fisher drunk on his feet. So I don't know what happened with that. My guy, Be Creative, he's from over there in the UK. Like he said, I believe what he said. Fisher got all the sponsorships. You know, they already got him set up for this fight. They just didn't want to mess that up. But I think Dave Allen won that fight. In my opinion, Dave Allen won that fight for sure. For sure. The Love's Way said Turkey banked on Fury to win against Usyk so they can do a trilogy. That's the only reason Du Bois is fighting Parker. And to be honest, Parker deserves it. Damn right. Quit fucking over Parker. I agree with you, Love's Way. I was saying that last night. If they try to fuck over Parker, bro, I'm going to be pissed because that's a bullshit on everything. Don't try to find Parker a replacement. Don't try to do none of that. He deserves a shot at that belt. He worked his way up. He was supposed to be fighting AJ. AJ chose Du Bois. Ain't that a bitch? You gonna let him choose. That was some bullshit. So he chooses Du Bois and get his ass whooped. Now Du Bois should fight Parker. Plain and simple. Don't let him run because the championship bout trumps that Parker bout. But fuck that. I'm with you. Forgive my language, but I'm with you, bro. Parker deserves it, bro. Yeah, Opatai on January 8th. Right. That's gonna be dope. And then February 8th, Chisora. February 20th is Zhang and Agate and Parker and Du Bois. Oh, Zhang on that card? What? I didn't know they added him to that card. I didn't know that fight was at. Okay. Well, that's what's up. I know Parker and Du Bois was on that card, but he better fight him. But anything can change. We always see stuff change it always seemed like 2 weeks prior to a turkey card, stuff started getting shifted around. You know what I'm saying? For some reason. I don't like that. Or people get hurt or X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? He said, what should AJ do now? Be calling Tyson Fury. That's what AJ should be doing. Gearing up for a Tyson Fury fight. That's what I would be doing. Get him a tune up in the meantime. Something like get him back on the horse and tell Tyson Fury, let's do it. Let's get this check. You know what I mean? That's what I'll be doing. And then AJ try to go on another revenge tour. But you know, AJ, another one got the silk sheets. He part owner of a NASCAR team. Was it Formula One or something like that? I don't know which one. I'm not into racing, but he partial owner of a race car team. He owns so many flats and shopping centers, and you know, he owns a mall. He owns a shopping mall, bro. Like, he got money coming in every which way besides the signing bonus and the money he made from his fights. So he kind of set up where it's like, I don't have to do this, bro. Like, you know what I mean? DJ, what's happening, baby? What's going on, man? So, you know, that's how I look like. The Love's Way says Schofield gonna give Shakur hell in the ring. Hey, man, I'm hoping so. And I'm going for Shakur. But I'm hoping it be a fight like that where Shakur pulls that shit out. That I don't want nothing easy. I want Shakur to be able to showcase. I want somebody to bring it out of Shakur. Healthy Shakur is a dangerous Shakur. And I believe in that, bro. And the way Schofield fight, he remind me of a miniature Sean Porter. He fit come straight at you, bro. I want to see him negate that. I want him to show people what he could do and put people on notice, bro. I do. So I'm hoping it goes like what you say in the Love's Way. I'm hoping it do. I hope he do try to give him hell. But what they say, give him hell, make him pay. I hope he give Shakur hell and Shakur make him pay. I do. And there ain't no slight at Schofield, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, Schofield could do a great job. It ain't that you lose, it's how you lose. He could become a major player, you know, just off losing. Because he getting a great payday, so I hear. I don't care about the money, but he fights Shakur. That's going to put him on the map. Either way, win or lose. As long as he don't get skunked. You know what I'm saying? DJ said Davis trainer told him he had enough before he even got back to the school. It wasn't his trainer. Shit, he waved his head. If you go back, as he's walking to the corner, Ishmael Davis said, he looked right at his trainer, shook his head. Like, I'm done. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So I felt him on that though, because it's like 2 weeks out, y'all called me. Yes, y'all gave me a ginormous check. I couldn't turn that shit down. Cool. It is what it is. Shit. Hey, man, I'm done. You said he had the towel in his hand? I ain't see. Hey, I just know he was like, psh. They know it. They was reading each other's mind because Davis didn't have no complaint. I'm good, bro. Like, and I felt him on that. That's 2 big paydays he got for coming off late notices. So I don't even count him as losses, bro. He gave a hell of a fight in that motherfucker. I know everybody saw the potential. Like, Davis could be that dude, but hey, them opportunities don't come like that. Them type of paydays don't come like that. You got to take it, bro. Remember, before he took the first fight with 1 week notice, he was undefeated. He was undefeated. He didn't even have to go do none of that. But them paydays are, hey, that money. You know what I'm saying? That money, bro. That money. You know, and I know a lot of people be like, well, he was fit. He don't look like he was out of. No, you could stay in shape. You could stay racing. You don't have to get ready. But training for a fighter, mentally wise, and knowing what that fighter good at and what to look out for is a totally different thing. And like I said, I'm not mad at that fight. I'm not, because it would end up being way worse. Boy, man. That I could have saw that fight end up being waved off by the ref. Like, nope. It would have been a technical knockout, bro. Or a knockout. Real talk. More so a knockout. So I'm not mad at him. That's one of the ones where I'm like, I can't be like he a quitter. I can't say that, bro. I can't say that. But if he had the towel DJ shit, like I said, they got ESP, bro. They was reading each other's mind and was like, the hell with this shit. Let's go home. You got a little cut. You cool. You can still take Christmas pictures with the family, and y'all got a family bonus. You can go get a. You can go like they said. He go buy a mansion now. He can go do it. They was talking about how big that check was crazy. So enjoy your fruits of your labor, and come back on a revenge tour, bro. Why not? Why not? Okay, the Love's Way says Zhang and Agate is kicking off the card on the 22nd. Agate ain't no punk either though. So don't think I'm counting Agate out. Agate, hey, Agate ain't garbage. But I'm around with Zhang, man. I feel like he got more power than Agate. And Zhang got like an iron. Zhang can take a punch. Austin Spears said Parker AJ rematch. I got Parker. Yeah, you might want to take Parker. You saw Du Bois the way he did him. But here's my thing though. That's who Parker was trying to get to. That's who he still wanted. He just wanted to take care of Du Bois. If he get that belt, he don't have to fight Usyk. He can go to AJ, beat AJ, then go to Usyk. But here's the thing. I don't know if he gonna get there. We gotta see. We gotta see if he get past Du Bois. If he don't beat Du Bois, there is no AJ fight. Unless AJ don't want to fight Tyson Fury and AJ want to fight Parker as a tune-up or something like that. But it'll fall right back in AJ's lap at that point. Who does AJ want to fight? You know what I mean? It's like over there, AJ is forever gonna get treated like the A side unless he go against a Tyson Fury or something. It's weird, bro. Like his fans they got that much love for that man over there. They got a lot of love for that man over there, bro. Mark Wentz said, I like to see Davies in a good fight with a full count. Me too. Like I said, the man quit, but you saw the fight. Like it was a good fight until it wasn't. Like that's the best way I can say it. It was a good fight until it wasn't, and he did damn good to take a fight for 2 weeks' notice. But he never experienced like let's not be crazy now. Boychuk showed in them 5 rounds how much stupid power he got. He got some power. He need to go get laid, bro. Straight up, bro. That he got too much. He too strong. And my dad used to say he cock strong. He too strong, bro. He don't even look like he that strong. He don't look like he that strong, bro. He don't. And it just baffles me. Like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang. DJ said, I'm feeling Parker for the win over Du Bois. Du Bois already showing he overconfident, calling out Usyk. Yes, that's why I say stupid. If he not going to skip over Parker and go straight to Usyk, why the hell you in that ring? You lighting a fire under Parker's ass. I could see Parker being really, really pissed the fuck off because you're being dumb right now. You're not making any sense. Why look over your opponent? That's a great way to jinx yourself. It makes no sense. But that seemed like a running theme nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like a running theme nowadays where people will do that, and I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But if I was Parker, and they was just talking to Parker earlier before I forgot before what fight. But he was like, I can't wait to get to Du Bois because he was like, I'm ready now. This is he amp. But I know after he heard that, oh man, he didn't. That switch done kicked on. Like I'm finna murder this dude in the ring now. He finna get spanked, bro. Like you're not just finna look over me like that, like I ain't nothing. Dubois, what I been saying? I told you I butcher names, dog. I butcher names. I'm sorry. So what I been saying? I don't even know what I've been saying. It's pronounced Dubois. Dubois. I ain't been saying that. I thought I was saying Dubois. Maybe not. But definitely French. Is Caroline Dubois related? Because she finna get elevated, I think, to champion. Full champ. And she trying to fight Katie Taylor. I don't know. I gotta look that up. But I wonder if they related. Is he is Dubois related to I can't remember his first name, but Carolina Dubois. So much uncertainty is Parker put hold on. So much uncertainty is Parker getting put on ice. Will Boychuk get his shot? Which fights are dropping off turkey card? Facts. Don't know. Don't know, DJ. Du Bois. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Du Bois. Look at Mark being the American English teacher over here. Look at you. Look at you. He's sounding it out. Du Bois. He making sure I understand each syllable. Salutes to you, man. Thank you for helping me tune up my English. Whoever thought an Aussie could be an English teacher. Good looking, man. He said we talk weird. No, it's a bit different because my dialect too. You know, it ain't just the English; it's where I'm from. Everywhere in America, people talk different. We talk different. You go 3 hours west from me, like me. If you hear, pay attention how Nine talks and listen how I talk. It's like I talk more Southern than he do. And we both live in Missouri. So it's like, depending where you at, you know what I mean? So the accent plays a big part in America where you from. So I can understand if it sounds weird. Because I can't even say weird right. It hurts my face. Like I got to use every muscle to say weird. Where I'm from is weird. Sounds like we have a bit to discuss, Slick. Yes, sir. It's a whole lot. You right. Because Boychuk better get the winner of Virgil. Parker better fight Dubois. Dubois. Parker better fight Dubois. Goddamn me. And we ain't gonna find out what fights is falling off to probably about 2 weeks prior to the card. Cause that's usually when shit gets shaken up. You know what I'm saying? He said, I can't believe you taking Mark's advice. Cause he right. He right. I give it to him. He need to become an American English teacher. Because I understood. What's funny, I understood it. He was putting it as a joke, but the way he wrote it out, it was like, oh, I know what they say. Like, do what? Because the way he put it all together, that's what's weird about it. He spelled Du Bois. I kept saying his name was Du Bois, and he put it Dooboys. So I was like, oh, that's how I was saying it. Like, it made perfect sense the way he wrote out Dubois. I'm like, oh, all right. Makes sense, bro. He's helping me clear up my dialect. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my accent. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. That just means Mark cares. Mark cares, bro. Beer gang, man. Beer gang. Oh, man. Wait, how do you pronounce agate correctly? Because I say agate. I don't know. I don't even know. I would have to hear. It may be a hit. Is he foreign? It may be something different. Pretty sure you're pronouncing that wrong. Yeah, all day. Mark said, not even an R in there. LOL. Say beer from brew. Hell no. Why does everybody come up with that, bro? Oh my God, dog. Bro. Where I'm from, anything with an R, it's like a hard R. Swear to God, bro. I can't brewery. That's how I can't say it all the way. And it's beer and brewery. I'm sorry. It is what it is, bro. I can't believe you picked the words, bro. Oh my God, bro. I can't believe he did that. Hey, Mark, did you just do me like that, bro? Oh my God. Oh my God, man. But it's last call, y'all. Speaking of beer, bro. That sounds means if you want to get on the show and speak your opinion, please do so now. If not, time to wrap it up. But yeah, man. Nonetheless, I hope y'all enjoyed this weekend cards though. DJ says Slick, I'll grab my exercise equipment and I'll come up chat of some of the things. Okay, bet that. Come on up, bro. But I hope y'all enjoyed these fights. I mean, it was a great weekend in fights, man. There was another thing going on, man. They're campaigning right now against Turkey, man. I don't think nobody should be campaigning against Turkey, bro. Especially just out of ignorance. And I say that respectfully, bro. Like, I ain't trying to call nobody ignorant in a negative way, but just saying like not knowing and not paying attention to the scheme of things. Like, there's a campaign going on saying Turkey is trying to take boxing to the youth out of America. That's not how that goes, bro. That's by promoter. That's by all of that. And if you notice, most of this card is UK based, bro. Like they're all mostly UK fighters, bro, or European fighters, or it's not American based fighters, bro. It's not any of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of Bivol fights. Shit, I don't think has Bivol fought over here. Shit. Yeah, I think he did. Yeah. Bivol's fought here, but not frequent. You know what I'm saying? Better be they can fight in their native countries. They can do things like that. Like, I don't understand that. What are you campaigning for, bro? It's retarded. Big Mark, what's happening, baby?
Not much, mate. Not much. Just sitting here picking on your fucking accent and speech impediments.
Yeah, you had got me, bro. With you gonna pull the 2 words. Everybody pull those 2 words out. Everybody.
Yeah, no, RC told me about that on a live about, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
2 months ago.
That brewery, where the brewery is hard for. I can't. When I first said, he said, "You said what?" I said, "The brewery." He said, "What?"
Yeah, but see, that's how I say it, brewery.
Yeah, it's brewery. I can't pronounce brewery. It like all the way out. I can't do that. It's hard. I feel like I use this. That's what it should be, right? Let him say it. It's other syllables in there, man. It's other syllables I never heard before. Like, what?
I might have to give RC some lessons too.
Yeah, I can't get that right.
No, I think you got it right. RC's fucking it up then, obviously.
Yeah, there you go. Like I said, my teachers sound like me, man.
But that other cat that said about agate, I don't know. I think that's AGIT. That to me that says agate. So
agate, yeah, but it's foreign. It might be. I've said names and had to cut the sound on it here. Be like, oh, okay, I'm saying it all the way wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's not said the way you see it on the screen. It's something totally different. Like,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, French is weird.
Right. What's going on, DJ?
English session has started. Righto, young kids, get pen and paper out. Raise your hand if you got a question. There will be no talking.
I'm a shitload better at math than I am at English, I can tell you.
Oh, man.
This pops up every now and then on our lives. You just get different spellings of things, different pronunciations, and geez, try and pronounce some of the Eastern European names that have got like 15 letters in them. Where do you start?
I swear, because y'all had that Murder Zaliev. It took me so long to get that.
That's it.
I could say it now, Murder Zaliev, but how many times y'all had to tell me how to say it? I couldn't get it right for nothing at first.
Well, even during the live call, we end up giving people nicknames. Oh, just call him this, or just call her that.
Yep.
I was listening to Blue this morning, and he keeps missing out the Z in Murder Zaliev. I can't even remember ever saying it, and I'm thinking, far out, this bloke's fucking this.
So, I'm not sure if I've missed it. If I have, just tell me to go back and rewatch the first hour that I missed.
Mm-hmm.
I want to touch on one thing. I want to touch on a few things, but can you remember what the 3 judges scored the Usyk Fury fight by way of points?
It was like 112, 116, something like that.
Yeah, 116, 112. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Shout out, E-Dub. And what did the AI score it?
What did the AI
Fourth
score?
judge.
AI had Fury winning 2 rounds. I think the 5th and the 2nd round, and then
Yep.
they had the last round equal, 10-all.
Yep, sure did.
Because from my memory, I thought it was pretty close. The 3 judges were pretty close to the AI score.
No,
No,
the AI was way off. He was off.
or were the judges way off?
No, I think the judges was right. I think the AI was off though, because like it showed me like, okay, like if you watching it for face value, I think I don't think neither one would ever be accurate. But so fact, I think the AI was 118, 112.
Thanks, Austin.
Yeah, I think the AI was just too. It can't compute. It can't see. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Look,
it can't see. That's the human part we need.
It can only be counting punches, can't it? That's all.
Yeah, it can't.
Well,
but like I heard someone say on something this morning, they said, like if you land 3 punches but they're only soft, and then I land one that fucking rocks you a bit, does that AI know the difference between that? Is that just going to count as like he's going to think, well, you've had 3 punches and I've only had 1, but mine nearly knocked you out,
Right, exactly.
Because I remember that, when you talk about the Allen and Fisher fight, I do remember Sean Porter when he was over here for one of the fights in Australia, and he made mention of judges, like tongue-in-cheek. He wasn't having a go at the judges, but he was saying that sometimes judges can get transfixed on one fighter, particularly if they're the favourite or the bigger name. They don't mean to, but they just subconsciously they get watching one fighter and they miss some of the subtleties of the other fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that can cause a little bit of a mismatch. But then you're relying on all 3 judges to be doing exactly the same for a proper highway robbery, right? So it could be pretty difficult, and that's what I sort of said to you, Slick. I said, look, I had a bit of a watch back on it, and I looked at it because I was doing things during that fight, and I wasn't, sitting watching with an eagle eye, but it's tough. To Mark's point, you land 3 punches that aren't effective, tap, 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 right? And when you're in a fight, not a boxing match, more of that comes to fruition, right? So I could see how it could be hard to score, but I still think that Allen should have got it because I think that he was more dominant over the whole fight.
Yeah. No, that's a fact.
Something needs to be done though, because we're getting too many ridiculous results or scorecards. Like that Paro Hitchens fight. Yeah. One judge had Paro up 117 to 111, and then the other 2 had Hitchens 16-12 both.
Yeah, it was
wide. What the hell was this other bloke looking at?
Yeah, it was really wide.
And it's not the only one. There's been multiple that have been like that.
Right.
Yeah, well, Sky Nicholson had a runaway. She only had a wash against Raven, and I didn't think that was fair.
Yeah,
for Raven,
I watched that
fair,
too. I finally got to watch it because they put it on YouTube on No Limit channel. I watched it, and I also saw her go off.
Together? I'm pretty sure we watched that. Anyway,
no, we watched the Raven. I'm talking about her latest one, her latest fight.
Yeah. So there's a little bit going on there, and I just wonder how far they're going to keep tinkering with this AI, because if they're relying on to get an average of what the judges are seeing per fight, it's too variable. To Mark's point, you've got one judge that's got 117, 111, and AI is probably not going to do that to you.
Yeah.
But technology we can't hold up. What was the next thing I was going to ask?
Can I just jump in there for a second, DJ? And I don't know. I don't normally agree with anything that, not very much that Knockout 86 says on his thing. But he said this morning about maybe the judges should be put in a room and watch the same footage on a TV screen that like we get to watch. So they're all looking from the same angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If it's from
because at the moment they're saying, one judge was on that side and one's on this side, and but you still some of these discrepancies you can't. Surely that can't be the
that or
excuse.
raise them up higher.
But
Yeah.
I think
Instead of
they've
looking
got
through
to
the
have.
ropes.
Then they're
Mark,
getting in the crowd's way, aren't they?
Right.
I think you've got to have judges on either side of the ring, particularly if they're in the phone booth, right? And you've got a fighter's back to you as a judge, and you can't see what's happening on the inside. So you need a judge,
Yeah, that's
sort
fair
of
enough.
90 degrees to them to see what's actually happening, particularly
Yeah,
dirty
but
shots, headbutts and elbows and those sorts of things. So,
yeah,
I mean, the judges got to have
but
some
headbutts and elbows got
accountability
nothing to
in
do
all of
with the
this.
headbutts and elbows got nothing to do
Either
with
that,
the judge's score.
or add a judge to the fourth side of the ring.
The issue I've got locked up in a room watching the TV is that I would expect their cards to be actually submitted, or the rounds to be submitted before they get to see any actual replays. They can't sit there and then watch all the replays that the broadcaster puts in front of them. Go, oh shit, I missed that counter left, and then start, marking their cards accordingly.
I think the best way would be to leave it as it is, but then make the judges get interviewed after the fight and sit there and explain. I'd like to hear that dude that scored Paro winning the fight 117 to 111 explain. How come these other two seen it 116, 112 the other way? Why did you go 117, 111?
Yeah,
but let's hear your explanation for that.
Yeah, because they don't get interviewed.
Explanation, Mark, if there's no recourse. Do you know what I mean? Like, hearing that he had a bad night, he or she had a bad night, it's too late if they can't come back and adjust it.
But to
and
me,
then who adjusts it? Look,
things like that.
Make them live score.
Well, you can't adjust it, but I want to hear, and if he sits there and looks sheepish, he's obviously there's something going on. You know what I mean? If he can't explain it, other than the fact that
so
someone's had a word in his ear before the fight.
Yeah, if that's the case, though, if they live score, right? If
or
they
live score,
into the computer live score and their name is
every
next
round,
to it, you can then see whether someone's received a yellow envelope before the fight.
Right.
So,
well, they've got to be held more accountable, and then they'll be embarrassed if they got to get up there and explain something like that. I mean,
yeah, but remember too,
either that or they're going to want a lot more money to do it.
Yeah, but guess who's going to stop that happening? Promoters.
Yeah.
Promoters won't want the judges to be held accountable, because then it removes potential influence for those yellow envelopes to exchange. So it's a hard one. But, I mean, what's the worst robbery we've seen this year? There hasn't been a plethora. It feels like there's been a few, but there's been some tight fights.
Yeah, it's been some tight fights.
There's been some tight fights, yeah. The biggest robbery I can remember from the last couple of years was that Cambosis Hughes one. I'm going to keep harping on that. That was absolute bullshit.
Yeah, but this fight wasn't no robbery, though.
No. But I'm just saying, in the last couple of years, Cambosis Hughes is the only one that I thought, wow, something going on here.
Yeah. The only one I felt was a robbery was on this card was the Fisher fight. I did not. I couldn't believe y'all told me they gave it to Fisher. I couldn't believe that. That man was punch drunk.
Well, it was a split decision. So obviously, I mean, I didn't watch it. See, I was only listening to you blokes. I haven't got the zone, so I wasn't watching. But
oh man, that fight, he had that man drunk from like round 6.
Were all pretty, but the scorecards were pretty close, all of them. You know what I mean? It was a split decision. It was only, I think, one round either way. So, I mean, that's acceptable.
Yeah, I feel like dude had like the hardest shots, hardest shots, and he had him punch drunk literally from like round 6, bro, and dropped him. If anything, if it was that close, you would thought at least the 10-8 round would have pushed it through for him.
Yeah, I heard someone saying that that Allen was asking when he got back to his corner at the end of the fight, and he was saying, "Did I do enough? Did I do enough?" So he obviously thought it was close as well.
Well, he dropped to the ground, Mark. Like as soon as the bell went after the end of the last round, he dropped to his knees on the canvas, and had already convinced himself that he'd won it.
Yeah.
And some fighters carry on, right? But I didn't feel like he was carrying on. I felt he was pretty convinced. And look, the judges thought he was shortchanged as well. But sorry, the the commentators. So,
Yeah.
look,
But it was obviously a close fight. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch it, so
It was a fight. It was one of the fights that you say you like. It was a fight. It wasn't it wasn't a boxing match by any means. Fisher wanted it to be a boxing match, but once he got hit and he went down, it was like, oh my God. And then he got back up. The only thing he could do was try to get in close and slug it out with him. That's the only reason he didn't fall back down. But dude was laying some shit on him. And I could get to it, he can go back down, but he was drunk. I'm talking about swaying and swinging, you know?
Nine.
Yeah.
What's
Just
good,
before you
Nine?
start,
What's
Nine,
up with you fellas? What's up with
Hang
you
on.
fellas?
Nine, the dog
Right,
ate my
Nine, how are
homework. The dog
Hey,
ate
man,
my homework. So I haven't been able to do it yet.
Hey, you know what's guys on the internet saying that fight was a robbery?
No, that fight wasn't a robbery.
That was crazy to me. Now I think a lot of the rounds was close, but I think Usyk edged out those rounds because he knows how to win rounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the
I
fight
watched it
was,
again.
but round by round, he pretty. I only gave him 3 rounds. I haven't watched it again, but I only gave Fury 3 rounds, bro.
Well, there you go. You were close to AI then, because AI gave him the second round, gave Fury the second round, the 5th round, and round 12 he scored it equal at 10-all. So, well,
I think
AI
I
did.
gave Fury like the 10th round, the first round, because I thought he made a statement when he came out and threw that big body shot in the first round and kind of controlled the distance and all that shit. I thought, okay, cool. You know, he's coming out to a good start.
Right.
But all in all, I think Fury did worse this fight than he did the first fight.
That's why I felt like he had a good game plan, but he just didn't implement it, bro. What do you put all that weight on for if you ain't gonna go in on the little fella? You know what I mean?
Because you want to know why? You want to know why, bro? You remember that movie Creed 2 when
Yeah.
when Rocky told Creed, he's like, yeah, you got to get inside your natural style. You can't beat this dude because your natural style, his natural style of the way he approaches fighting, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Says back up, says use your height. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
so he got to learn how to move forward and plow forward. It's
Yeah.
easier, believe it or not, to plow forward on a Wilder. It's because they roughly the same height. So it's
Right.
okay, yeah, run to that. But something little coming at you, your number one response is to get on your toes and start boxing this little motherfucker. Keep this little motherfucker away.
But he
You
didn't
know
do
what
a
I
good
mean?
job at it because I didn't understand. Then he started switching. And every time he switched, he caught a left hand. I'm like, you ain't catching on. What the fuck you keep switching? Like, I'm watching it this morning. I'm like, man, what the fuck
That
going on, bro? It was
Fury,
weird.
well, Fury was just giving away 3 points, like just getting hit to the body all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like those right jabs, straight jabs that Usyk was sort of ducking in under and just hitting him square in the guts. I mean, I've lost count of how many times I can remember that in my head.
Yeah.
Over 12 rounds, I'm thinking like there's probably 20 points just in themselves.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So they're all got
Yeah.
to add up. They can't just add up for the ones that hit you flush in the head. They've all got to add up. So,
And you know what? Those little body shots, when you take them, you get towards the end of the fight and you want to step on the gas and you ain't got no gas in your tank. Because those
Right.
body shots stay with you way longer than the head shots do. You look up, you tired and you breathing hard. It's because of the body shot.
Yeah, he ain't
My
lying because
coach used
every time
to call it
every
putting
time
money in the
he went up,
bank.
every time he went up to cover his face, Usyk went downstairs. Then he took his elbows and bring his hands down. Usyk come over with the top with a left. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it was like child's play at that point because it got to a point where you saw Usyk was keeping the distance. You know what I'm saying? In this fight, he wasn't trying too much to get close to laying that left. But after that 6th round, man, boy, did he close the distance. He didn't give a shit after that because all of a sudden he started throwing the right hand. The left will come, a right hand come. Then he just started throwing the right hand. Then the left hand will come. I'm like, what is it? And it was like, I don't know. It just threw me off, man. It just made me think back to what we was talking about last night. Like, I think them other fights took it out of Fury, bro. Like at some point, it just looked like he didn't want to be there. You know what I'm saying?
I just think he's past his best, Slick, and that's what I said a couple of days ago when I was talking to Nine and Punch. I just feel like he's past his best.
Yeah.
So, and look, that's no slight on the man. Look what he's done. But you've not seen a terrible night from Usyk, maybe other than the Dubois fight.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, but let me ask you a question though, Slick, in the panel. What platform did he fight Cunningham on? Fury, back in the day.
Was the top rank?
But what platform
he got to
was
top
it?
rank last, didn't he? Like he wasn't always with top rank.
Nah, he fought. That was an HBO fight, bro.
Oh, you was talking about broadcast? Okay, my bad.
Yeah, and that's what I keep on saying. Guys that's been around long enough to fight on HBO, their time is coming to the end.
Yeah, 100%. Like, dude, been around a long time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
A long time. He may took a layoff, but I mean, yeah, he been around a long time, bro. He's already had been defeating the odds.
HBO. That bro, like, think about it. Those guys that's old enough to have fought on HBO. How long has HBO been closed? You told me one night you had the date one night, but HBO has been over with for some years now.
Yeah.
Wasn't much of a layoff for Fury though, was it? I mean, far out. It would have been like 3 sleeps between Christmases for him back then.
Well, it was just the way he came back into the game though. Like he was gone for like 3 years. He come back, had 2 bum fights, and then he goes straight into Deontay Wilder. It was like crazy. It was kind of unheard of for him to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, he went basically from there on. He's been in all tough fights. Besides the was it Chisora he fought?
Yeah.
Besides that fight,
and Dillian White.
And besides them fights, he been in all tough shits. You know what I'm saying? And that'll take some shit up out of you, especially like say he fought Klitschko, got his ass knocked down. That motherfucker, he got up and won, retired, started doing all the drugs in the world, lose all that weight, come back, get 2 bum fights, and then go right to Deontay Wilder. That shit was nuts. You know?
Yeah, man.
So he in his career, he has solidified himself as one of the best. It's just, man, it was like, okay, what made me feel like he didn't want to be there anymore, it was the 6th round. He was doing good in the 6th round, right? And then all of a sudden, Usyk, I don't know. Usyk kept looking at that damn clock because it seemed like every time he got down to like 1 minute and 30 seconds, Usyk turned up on his ass, you know?
Burn out.
Yeah, he just turned up on him, right? And then like all of a sudden, you'll see like Tyson Fury throw a jab, but it'll come with him not looking. He'll throw it, but he'll do this like turn his head and then close his eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because he was too afraid we was going to come back. And that was like the beginning of the end. And then around round 7, he got close to him at the top right side corner. And then he clinched him. Usyk pushed him up off of him. Yeah. Pushed him and he stumbled back. I said, oh, shit. And I had that same feeling.
Was physically stronger that night, huh?
Yeah, and I had this morning. I had the same feeling I had last night. It was reminiscence of when Bud pushed Earl, and I was like, "This shit is over with, bro." Yep. I was like, "Damn, there's no way your heavy ass should be able to." That dude was 55 pounds heavy, or actually more than 55 pounds heavy, because they tried to lie to begin thing, but he came in 281.
Yeah, 281 to 222.
Yeah, but 281 with a bloody. But 281, but he was fully dressed with a leather jacket on. I mean, I bet a leather jacket on that man got to weigh 3 or 4 kilos, which would be 7, 8, 9 pounds.
Yeah, but they weighed him without it though. They weighed him that morning, so that's 281.
Yeah, but they didn't strip down for the play weigh in, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, the ceremony they weight whatever, but the night of the weight was 281. That is crazy, bro.
Hey, you know what, fellas? I forgot what channel, and I wouldn't even mention them anyway because they not worth listening to. Don't you know what I heard today, bro?
What?
This motherfucker in this particular channel said that Usyk needs to fight Deontay Wilder to solidify himself as an all-time.
Man, shut up, bro. You lied. Shut up, bro.
I promise you, I'm gonna look at my
fanboy,
and I'm gonna send it to y'all.
I'm going to have a guess. Do they call him the singing OG?
Yeah, them dudes.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. That was
Yeah, I was
crazy.
listening to that this morning. Yeah.
No way, bro. Stop it, bro. For
Yeah,
what?
bro.
For what? Like, no, he's out of the equation now, bro.
I
He's
think all the
100% out of the
top
equation. There's no
heavyweights.
money in that.
I wouldn't be mad if all the top heavyweights, Joshua, um, Fury, and Usyk, I wouldn't be mad if they left. If they retired right now, I wouldn't be mad at that. They had some excellent careers. You know what I'm saying?
As
Yeah.
long as
Now,
there's
let
some
me ask you a
quality
question.
coming behind them, so that there's just not this big yawning gap between 2-3 years before you get someone decent.
Yeah, they
So
got to
I'm
get some
okay.
heavyweights in there.
I'm okay if it's a division that's got some health to it and they leave. But sometimes that older head and that name needs to stay until that division's healthy enough for them to leave. Otherwise, you just get nothing. But listen, while I'm talking about heavyweights, explain to me why Tyson Fury's allowed to throw backhanded when he gets in trouble or he gets a little bit lazy. Did you see those backhanders he was throwing?
They do that, but
Yeah, them
they let
little
them get away
backhand
with that over there.
slaps.
Yeah, they let them get away with that in the UK though. You know, that's where it started at.
It
That
was in
backhand, that
Saudi,
back slap.
not in UK.
Well, I mean, I know, but I'm saying that's where it originated from. That jab, and then there's like a slap jab. I was explaining that. That's where Ali brought that shit back from. That's Roy used to do it. Earl Spence did it. Like that's a UK thing. Over there, like over here, you supposed to get like you can't do that. But over there, they let them get away with that all the time. The part I didn't like was he would do it, but then he would wave it like this. Like you can't do that. It was almost like he was trying to give him a back slap. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, that shit wasn't
exactly
cool.
what I mean.
And Danny looked like he was panicking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
And I-
boys didn't tell me that Catterall's fighting Barboza in February either.
What'd you say, Nine?
I said Fury tried all his little tricks, and by like the 6th or
He
7th
threw a
round,
forearm too. He threw a forearm too. And then
But let me
he
ask
hit him
y'all a
with
question, though.
and
This
he hit him with
era.
3 rabbit punches, bro. And the ref was looking right at it.
Bro, we know Usyk is number 1, right? Who's number 2 and who's number 3? And who's number 4? If you had to have the 4 kings, who would you pick?
In heavyweight.
In heavyweight, right? It will be Usyk, Dubois, because they got the belts. So it'll be Usyk, Dubois, number 2. And number 3 and number 4 is up for grabs.
I'm talking about the whole era. I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about the whole era.
The whole era,
when it's said and done.
If it was today, Usyk, AJ, Tyson Fury. Shit, me. Well, I guess. No, Deontay got his ass whooped, but he has a little tenure. But who else?
You nearly got to put Bacoli in there, like just accelerate him a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, but he had them fights,
He hasn't
though.
got
He
the
hadn't had
runs
them
on the
fights
board yet, but
Yeah,
he looks
yeah.
a little bit more sound than some of these other guys that are past their best.
If that's the case, then I got to put Zhang up there. I got to put Zhang in there then before
I'm not
Bacoli.
putting Zhang in there. I'm putting Parker in there because Parker beat Zhang.
Oh, right. Parker, right. I forgot about Parker. You're right.
Parker, yeah,
and dug himself out of hole. Yep.
Yeah, but it's not a flash list, though, is it?
Nah. But I would definitely stick with the top 3 names I named, though.
But for this era, with me personally, Usyk is like the top 1, the gold medalist.
Right.
Then I would go to AJ. Then I would go to Fury. Then I would go to Parker.
Yeah.
You reckon AJ over Fury?
Yeah. AJ fought everybody.
Yep, he fought everybody.
Everybody
that we ever wanted Fury to fight, AJ had already fought him.
Yep, he fought him.
Except Wilder. He hasn't fought Wilder.
That's it.
That's why I had put AJ. He fought everybody.
Yeah, Mark, that was supposed to be the matchup, assuming that Wilder won back in December. But that shock loss and just threw a cat among the pigeons. That's where it all started to go pear-shaped because they thought that, Wilder, AJ were going to win for what was going to be earlier this year. But as soon as Wilder lost, that's it.
Yep.
But if y'all remember, after the Klitschko era, you had Charles Martin that got the one of
Yeah.
Klitschko's belts.
Yeah.
Fury had beat him for the belts,
Yeah.
and AJ got the belt from Charles Martin.
Yep.
The other champion with the WBO, that was Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker was holding the title for a long time.
Yep.
Then AJ beat Joseph Parker and took the belt, and then that's how he became unified.
Yep. And that's why he wanted
Think
to get
about
back to AJ.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And who else did AJ get the other belt from? Because he had the WBO, the IBF, and the WBA.
Who had
Who
that?
the
I'm trying to think. It probably was somebody
But-
wasn't like that.
Did
yeah, but
what did he win back off of Ruiz? Or was that undisputed? No, that wasn't
No,
undisputed.
that was for them. That was for them 3 belts.
Because he had it, then he lost it, then he won it back again off him,
yeah,
didn't he?
that was for those 3 belts.
That was just for them 3
Meanwhile,
belts.
Unified. Yeah.
Deontay was just sitting on the WBC.
Yeah, they
and
wouldn't serve him up
never
to him.
fight
Yeah,
nobody.
okay.
I got to
Yeah.
think that was either the Beal fight or the to get that other belt that you were talking about. Wasn't the American that come over? What was his name? It was Beal, wasn't it?
No, it was Charles Martin, I thought.
Yeah, he fought Charles Martin. Yeah, he got a belt. Charles
That's
Martin.
how
But
he got his
who was the
first belt
WA?
through
Yeah,
Charles
who was the
Martin.
WA?
That was
Who
a
was the
BA.
WA that he fit? No, I don't know. I'm finna look it up though. You got me. I want to know.
But I know he had a share. I know Charles Martin had a share. I know Wilder had a share, and Joseph Parker had a share. Joseph Parker, I know, had the WBO.
But this is a problem when they look too far ahead. You know, like you're saying about the AJ Wilder fight. And AJ was hoping that that Wilder were going to win last night or the night before or whenever the hell that was on. They're looking too far ahead. You know, I mean, I'm guilty of it too. You know, I thought Tim Tszyu were going to run a train on the whole 54, but that's obviously come to a screaming halt.
I did too, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I did too. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking it was either gonna be Tim or Ortiz, but shit, that motherfucker shit look like shit.
Yeah. I just don't like this looking. I don't like them looking too far ahead. You know, you're disrespecting your next opponent. To me,
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind if they make the fight after, a day or two after the winner mark, and say here's the winner
for
versus
sure.
winner
After,
out of
no
a couple of
worries.
matches. That's
Yeah.
fine. But once they
Even
start
straight
to
after the
around,
fight in the ring, but when you're looking ahead before the fight even happens, that's just stupid.
well, they shit in their own nest. Look what they did with Virgil and Madrimov. Madrimov was supposed to fight Bohachuk, so
Yep.
You create your own mess trying to get too tricky and too predictable. Now, Slick, I asked you during the live in the chat, did Bohachuk's performance change how you feel or view Virgil since Virgil went the full rounds with him? Sure, he got knocked down twice. Let's not talk about the result and whether that was a robbery, but once you saw what Bohachuk did to Davies, how do you feel about Virgil's chin, let's just say, after his fight with Bohachuk?
Davies only had 2 weeks, so come on.
Yeah, but I think Bohachuk just really got that pop. Right? I don't know if we could see somebody else do Virgil like how Bohachuk did.
Well, we've seen Virgil hurt before with a Mean Machine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Virgil Ortiz is chinny. I just say he can be caught.
Yeah, he can be caught, but the way Bohachuk rocked his ass like that, you know what I'm saying? Like had him looking stupid, like an amateur. And you saw a bit of that last night. Like if you get in, it just showed me like if you gonna be a style fighter that's gonna come in and stand there and fight that man like that, you in for a rude awakening, bro.
Yeah.
Well,
but if you go box him, I saw last night. If you got a gas tank and you could box, you could win that fight.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta make Boychuk work for what he want. You can't stand there
And
and
you
fight
gotta
him
be a durable motherfucker too.
because last night, like I said, Davies' dad did a good ass job. A good ass job. It was just till his tank ran out and he couldn't. He had to. Hey, I can't be on my feet the whole night. I gotta stand here and try to fight him some. You know what I'm saying? And the minute he did that, that's when it went to shit. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like it was bad shit. It's just that you just saw the writing on the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was. It
So,
was.
I guess for me, all it did was just raise a bigger question mark about who might actually come out on top February 22nd. Virgil Madrimov. That's not a done deal one way or another, I don't think.
No.
And then just having a quick look at it, what's your thoughts? What's the likelihood that the winner of Barboza Jr. and Catterall for the WBO Eliminator actually gets Teofimo after that?
I have
Because
no
Theo
idea.
doesn't look like he wants to fight anyone.
And T.O. keep making these excuses, bro. He finna get put on the shelf. And
Yeah,
now Bob
American
back out here
fighters is
campaign.
starting to piss me the fuck off with that.
You
bullshit.
ain't lying. Because Bob trying to campaign to get him a fight. And after this, I can guarantee you, Bob gonna be like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. You on the shelf. Then he gonna be talking about he really won't get out this contract. You know what I mean? And he think what he doing is gonna get him out the contract. But like I said, you better know who Mikey Garcia is. Mikey Garcia tried that shit and had to sit his ass on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? Ride that contract out. You think it's a game. And the man campaigning hard for him to get a fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And now Bob has an outlet where there's no real beef. You know what I'm saying? With like Eddie, and he can get you a fight. He can get you a fight.
they all on the playground working with others, bro.
Yeah, they in the same sandbox right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He can get you a fucking fight, bro.
Who
So
we
now,
talking about here? Is that Teofimo?
yeah, man, he keep coming with this shit. Okay, Boots don't want
But
you, man.
how
You
does his
need-
contract work? Is it years or is it amount of fights?
It's fights, but here's the thing, though. Like the way Mikey Garcia did it, he still had to wait some time before that man accepted that offer to let him buy himself out.
Yeah, right.
So he don't like Mikey. He was there 2 years or 3 years on the shelf. Then he finally let Mikey buy him out because he saw Mikey really wasn't gonna fight. But he wasted 3 years of his career.
Yeah, it's a long time. Yeah,
Teofimo's been arguing with Bob.
he's
Like
always
you
arguing with
saw
someone.
some of the negotiations before, even a couple of his last fights, walking in there like he owned the place. You got to know your place. So, all right.
Hey, I
These
got a
guys act
question.
like time is so like it stops him. Time waits for no man. You look up 3 years of your career, bro. You are a totally different fighter. You know that's what these
Yep.
motherfuckers is wanting to fight once a year. Time waits for no man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And this shit is just the way these fighters are moving over here in the States is really, really a disgrace.
Yeah, it's
And then
pissing me off. They prima donnas now.
Yeah, fully
they
agree with
leaning
that,
on the
Norm.
business side and shit, bro. And let me ask y'all a question, bro. Do you equate a Wall Street banker as the toughest man in the room?
No, right, exactly. No, he the numbers guy.
No, that's a businessman. You don't.
Right.
I don't see a Wall Street banker and be like, yeah, he's the toughest motherfucker on the planet. No, I equate a boxer with a gladiator. But these motherfuckers is talking like they fucking CEOs and businessmen. You got to realize boxing is a bit. Man, shut that shit the fuck up and make some fights.
Yeah, you got to eat,
Shit
and
is
especially in this game,
embarrassing.
time is money, bro.
Yeah.
Time is really money. Time is very expensive in boxing. You waste that shit you want to.
Mhm.
Ain't no refunds on that shit.
Yeah.
2 years down the track, this is the decision that they're making, Nine, as far as I'm concerned. Over a 2-year period, as a professional athlete, you've got $0 in your bank account because instead of maybe $1.5 million, because you went looking for $5 million. You didn't get the 5 and you wouldn't take the 1.5. So you're actually 6.5 out of pocket. You got nothing. Nada.
Yep.
So how's that good business?
Horrible business.
Horrible.
And when
Horrible
you do get that
business.
1.5, you got to pay all that shit back to your promoter because you probably took loans and extensions and shit You know what I'm saying? Off of what little money. Well, shit, this, that. Matter of fact, by the time he do get you a fight, he only getting you a fight because you owe him so much motherfucking money.
Right,
So
right,
then they'll be
So,
back on Vlad TV or some shit like that, talking about how Don King or they promoted robbed him. But nigga, you borrowed from the stove on some Cadillac record shit.
right.
well, pay your debts back then. Everyone else in the world has to. So, I just, and this was that analogy that I was talking to Heavy Bag about. I said, look, you've got a car lot, right? You've got a couple of $100,000 showcases or Lamborghinis in your showcase, right? And you refuse to sell anything else but what's in your showcase. So if you can't sell your showcase and you're not selling the other cars out in the lot, you're actually not selling anything and there's no income. You've
Yep.
got to
Right.
balance it out,
Right.
right? You're not eating for 12 months because your ego tells you I need to sell the Lambo to prove
Yep.
myself. Well,
Facts.
if you go and sell the Cadillac and you go and sell the Ford and you go and sell something else, at least you still got food on the table.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Hey, AJ never had a WA, yo.
I thought he had 3 of them.
He had IBF, IBO, or WO.
He just had the IBO.
The IBF, IBO, and WO.
Okay, well, who was holding before Fury beat Wilder? Who was holding the WBA then?
That's a good question.
Because the way I remember it, when him and Wilder was supposed to fight right before the Fury fight, it was supposed to be an undisputed fight. Remember? So I'm
Yep.
trying to figure out who
Unless they was
had
trying to
the
count that.
WBA.
Unless they was trying to count that IBO. Sure enough. And then
Yeah,
let's see.
I'm trying to figure out.
He lost all 3 of them belts to Usyk. And then shit.
Usyk still got the
Wait a
BA.
minute.
Sure, it wasn't Klitschko way back when.
No, Klitschko, he won the that's why I'm looking at it. That's how I'm on BoxRec. And from Klitschko, it was IBF and IBO.
Okay, but
Well,
then
no, it was the IBO. He won the IBF off of Eric Molina.
okay, but
No,
then he
no, he
got
didn't. No, he
Really?
did. No, he
I was
didn't.
going
No,
to
he
say
didn't.
he
that
got the
short little
BO.
bald
No,
fat
he didn't.
dude.
No, he
No
didn't. No, he
way.
didn't. No, he didn't. Hold on.
He got the
I had to
BO
go back
off of
some.
Parker, right?
The IBF came off Charles Martin.
Yep.
Yeah. It came off Martin. Then he fought Dominic Brazil. Then he fought Eric Molina. And then when he got the Klitschko, he got the IBO off of there. Off of
Okay.
Klitschko. Then he went on Joseph Parker.
BO.
Get WO. Yeah, ain't no WA. I'm wondering who had the WA then.
Right.
Huh.
And why the fuck Usyk beat him and just miraculously come up with the WBA then?
Right. It
Because
sure
I couldn't
ain't.
remember how the fuck did he get the BA?
Bro, I'm finna go to Usyk. Because Anthony ain't have it. Because he lost all 3 of these belts we talking about to
Mhm.
Usyk.
The WBO, the IBO.
And the IBF. And it ain't showing. It would show the WBA if Usyk already had it. Usyk didn't have no belt.
Nigga. Remember, BoxRec don't recognize the WBA no more.
Oh, fuck. You sure right.
So you'd have to probably go to the website or some shit.
Damn, you right.
Or just go to the WBA. They'd tell you
That's what, yeah, WBA.
who had him last,
BoxRec and
in
WB
order.
had a falling out or something, and they don't recognize the WBA strap no more.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's the yeah.
All right.
Hey, when's Clarissa Shields fight? Am I thinking too far ahead into next year?
February, I think. Heavyweight fight. Yeah. Damn.
Man, I just Googled that shit. Who did Anthony Joshua win the WBA from?
You just Googled it?
Nah, nigga, I can't do it while I'm on my phone.
Oh, I thought you said you did. I'm like, what? Because it showed. Oh, no. I'm sure. And
Nine is Fondora ever going to fight Errol Spence? How long are they going to keep kicking that fight down the road?
okay, he did have it. He won the WBA. It was vacant. In 2007, he said, okay, here we go. He won the IBF heavyweight title when he defeated Charles Martin. In 2017, he won a vacant WBA and the IBO when he fought Klitschko.
Okay.
So Klitschko didn't have it. But it was vacant.
That's after Fury dropped the titles, I guess, and he fought Klitschko, so they gave
Right.
him and okay, all right.
So he did have it. Gotcha.
Bro,
But the
I
whole
don't know
time,
when they
the
gonna
whole
put
time,
somebody
Wilder
in a
had the
fight, bro.
WBC, yeah.
Yeah, Wilder had the BC.
Wilder, yeah.
Yeah. They weren't trying to let that go.
Yeah, this nigga knocked out Klitschko. He beat Joseph Parker. He beat fucking Charles Martin.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how he got the 3 belts. And Charles Martin got like a belt, like his title win was some bullshit. I forgot who he fought. It was like a box out for a vacant title, and dude hurt his leg in the first round, and Charles got the belt and shit.
Damn.
But it wasn't really
Charles
nothing.
Martin.
But then
Yeah.
AJ lost to Ruiz, but then won him back again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nine.
Meanwhile,
Did you hear my
before
That's someone
AJ
who's
even
gone
got
very
his
quiet.
title,
We haven't heard
Wilder.
nothing out of him.
out of who?
Yeah, but before AJ even got his title,
Ruiz.
Wilder was sitting on the WBC,
Yeah, we
not
did.
doing shit with it the whole time.
Right.
Ruiz fought on the Bud undercard Riyadh season earlier this year. Got a
Yeah,
draw.
big baby
Yeah, he
Miller.
fought Big Baby.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Nine, did you hear my question that I asked you?
When is Earl Spencer Fundora gonna fight?
Well, not when. Are they ever going to fight?
I
No,
I
bro.
think in Neverwary, on Neverwary 5th.
You know, PBC
That's
is
my
good
guess.
about that shit too.
I think that's just a stalling tactic to hold Bud out from getting Fundora.
Yeah.
Well,
It's just the power play.
this is what I'm saying. If they end up making Bowerchuck, technically, is now the mandatory for that WBC belt to fight Fondora. They might find them. That might actually be a chess play to say, well, Fondora, you're going to have to fight someone somehow, and PBC, you're going to have to move aside, or you're going to get stripped. And if Bowerchuck's on good contract with Turkey Al-Sheikh, as he seems to be, he's fought twice now. That just kicks the door open for Bud to come in and just say, well, okay, now we're actually going to have a unification.
Yeah, but how the hell is he going to be? How is he the mandatory? Because Ortiz has got the WBC interim belt, so he should be the mandatory, shouldn't he?
Yes.
Isn't that how that works, or not? I'm confused here.
I spelled out the musical chairs to Slick that went back. Oh, where did I start? Slick back in.
Yeah, but what is it?
Yeah.
Doesn't the interim belt should mean you're the mandatory? No.
Correct. But the interim belt has been changed hands 3 times in the last 9 or 10 months without a challenger fighting for the interim belt. It's just been handed over because technically Mendoza never lost it until he got beat by Bowerchuck. Technically,
That's right.
Mendoza took it off Fondora when he knocked him out, and Tim wasn't allowed to fight for the WBC when Mendoza came to Australia because he wasn't ranked. It was only for the WBO.
That's right.
But then when Fondora got the opportunity to fight Tim, that's where they did Tim dirty. And they said, well, Tim, you're not allowed to fight for the WBO 6 months ago, but now this is for the WBO and WBC.
Yeah.
And then there's
Yeah,
all
but
this.
if you're not, I
Right, I'm
guess
finna
it's
say
fair.
I thought Ortiz had the
He
He
WBO.
does.
The
He
WBO.
does.
No, he's got the WBC. No, he's got the
No.
WBC.
WBC.
Man,
Yeah.
interim. Yeah.
What?
This is
Oh,
what
this
I was
time I
saying
thought it
to
was
you,
a
Slick.
W. No,
This
that's
is
Bud that got it. I'm tripping. You all right?
Yeah. Bud's
In
Well,
him.
Bud's technically
Bud
the
got the BA,
champion,
right?
but he can't be unified with it because fucking Charlo's still got his gay fucking in recess thing going on.
yeah, that's WBA.
Oh, BA, sorry, BA. Yeah.
Yeah, so Bud's the WBA champion, but Mel Charlo's the
Yeah,
champion of recess.
because Fundora's got the WBO because he beat Tim.
But Charlo's stuffed because if he comes back and he says, well, I'm coming back now, I'm not even sure that they're allowed to actually have a tune-up fight. I'm pretty sure that the rules, if there are still any,
He can, but then he loses his in recess thing.
Exactly. So that
And see, that's what pisses me off, y'all. They not
You go
making moves
nice.
to be competitive. They making moves to put flying ointment over there in PBC. That's not competitive moves and shit. To line yourself up for a title shot, they literally trying to put flying ointment. They literally stalling everything.
They're
and
just trying to
everybody.
block Bud from getting 3-time undisputed. That's all they're doing.
I see it. But interim for WBO interim, but he WBA. But either way, though, if that's the case, if Sebastian Fundora still try to fight Earl, he should get stripped of the WBO.
Yeah, he's going to be.
At the end of the day,
He's
he got to come up off of that.
Yeah, well, that's what they're saying, but whether it actually happens or not.
And if he doesn't fight, the winner, I guess the winner of the Virgil Ortiz fight, he gonna have to. No, I mean, somebody from that Boychuk fight, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it makes sense that Boychuk can be made a mandatory because you've only got to be in the top 10, don't you?
Because right now it's
it's
crazy. It's crazy because they said the Boychuk fight was for interim, right? But it says that Virgil Ortiz and Matchmoff is interim. That's crazy. I don't know what the fuck they doing over there at the WBC.
Mark, the way I read that stuff that you're talking about there with Fundora and the WBO, if I remember correctly, and anyone in chat, anyone listening, anyone on the panel, correct me, right? Because I'm just going off my memory. But if you remember that the WBO mandated Fundora to fight Bud for the WBO, and they had 30 days to make the deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then Al came out and he said, no, you can't do that because the winner of Fundora and Tim Tszyu were already promised, all but on contract, an opportunity to fight Errol Spence, right? Because they slipped Errol Spence into that number one spot there at the WBC. In amongst all of that, what they said was, well, no, Fundora wants to fight Spence. We'll do the in-house PBC stuff. WBO said, well, you'll be stripped if you don't fight Bud. And then they went and stuck Errol Spence in the rankings to say, oh, no, you can't strip Fundora of the WBO. So while PBC aren't actually doing anything, all of the other sandpit, right, Golden Boy, Matchroom, Top Rank, all of them aligned, is that now that PBC are on, like the black sheep of the family, they're out there and they're going to lose their influence. They're absolutely going to lose it. And that's where I see them using Boachuk and Virgil to get in there to actually force the mandatory, force PBC, whether it's Errol, whether it's Fundora, to actually fight. Now, they're hoping that Virgil or Boachuk beat Fundora and get the WBC, and then PBC have lost all their chips. And the only one remaining will be Mel Charlo in the WBA. And if he doesn't get back in the gym soon, for him to even think he can come out of retirement and even go with someone like a Bud after 3 years out of the ring, shit. If he was to win that, that would be one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. So,
but they've already pulled the WBO have already pulled Errol out of the rankings. So if Fundora fights,
Yeah, they were saying that's why they said if you fight him, they stripping him.
yeah, it's back to they're going to strip him if he fights Errol.
Yeah, so Bud gets email champion. Then
You're right, right.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm tripping off of this shit. They said Boychuk and them was supposed to be interim right after that fight that happened. We just
Yeah,
watched.
that's
And
crazy.
but it's got them lit. It has right now the Forest. Where'd it go?
I suppose it's not crazy because you only have to be ranked in the top 10, and you can be made you can be ranked number 10, and you can be a mandatory.
Right. But right here it got WC interim Virgil Ortiz versus then it says versus Madrimov February 22nd. So how if they made Boychuk an interim, how the fuck Virgil interim?
because I think they're just doubling up just in case. Because Madrimov's not
No,
actually.
maybe they're just saying that fight will be for the interim because Virgil's got
Or,
the interim.
or
That's probably what it was. Like he got it. That's what I'm saying. He need to fight the
Because
winner of
Virgil's
this.
got the interim WBC.
Right. Right.
So that fight will be for that belt.
yeah, or like I suggested a couple of days ago, it's none of that. It's none of that conspiracy theory is. All they were trying to do was just put a title on the Boachuk Davies fight to sell tickets and make it more interesting because everyone was looking
Yeah,
forward to
I think you nailed it there, DJ. I think they were
Yeah.
just trying to pump that up a little bit.
Yeah, I remember you said that. I agree with
Because
you on that.
when you were saying that before, it was like, what the hell? Like before the weekend, you know what I mean? It's like, how the hell? Yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah, I
I
can't
think
stand.
DJ nailed it. It's just a marketing ploy.
Yeah, because WC good for doing their own shit.
just like I think that the tank retirement's a marketing ploy. I'll let Crow,
Yeah,
you know I'll let
of
Crow.
course it is.
Humbly, but
I think you're right too. I think
If
you're
he
right.
does, I don't think he stays retired though.
hey,
I don't.
12
It's
months.
like
He's
Mayweather.
got it.
Mayweather left and
Yeah.
came back. Left and came back twice. You know what I'm saying?
If he does come back slick, I guarantee he won't be under the PVC.
Yeah, he
in
probably trying
Brown
to figure
Mall.
out a way to get up out of that. That's what he's
Yeah, you
trying.
said that Deej on Punches Live. Hey, that you may be on to something, bro. Did you tell Slick and Mark what you said about Tank and the PBC?
Well, yeah, probably. But look, I have 2 good ideas a year. I offer up.
You've used them up, DJ. That's it.
Yeah, I offer up 10 ideas, and only 2 of them end up being good. So
That's it.
look,
And I'm only good at I'm only good at English. I'm only good at English once a year, and I use that shit today, so I'm done.
Right. Oh shit, man. But yeah, I'm definitely. I hope Boychuk get the winner of that fight. He deserve it. They snatch Madrimov from him. Fuck it, he gets the winner of that bout. That's the only way to make that right. That's
But
the
the
only way to
thing
make that right.
is it's a lot of guys outside of the PBC island who's fighting very, very well and very, very often.
Well,
so them old guys, they're gonna have to step it the fuck up.
Yeah.
And that once a year fighting shit.
But right now, the only 2 fighters they got is Benavidez and Tank. That's it.
What about
and Caleb Plant, and that's it.
What about Bam?
Caleb ain't worth the fuck, bro.
Who you say?
Bam. Who's he with? PBC?
Yep.
Who? Ben? Connor Ben?
Bam.
Oh, Bam. Yeah.
Rodriguez.
Yeah. No, he was Golden Boy.
Oh yeah.
But do we think that PBC got a money problem like Blue sort of brought up a couple of months ago? Because it just, I don't know, it seems to be leaning that way for me.
Yeah, it's always been that way since they went to Amazon. Like that's the thing. That was to buy time so you can keep showcasing shit. One fight was financing another.
That's right. They're putting this Tank fight on and hoping to make
There's one fight financing another till you find a home.
And that'll finance another one. Yeah.
Well, Mark, let me ask you, what was the press conference and promotion for the Usyk and Fury compared to
Yeah.
Tank,
Tank,
the
yeah,
Tank press conference. Like
yeah, exactly.
they put him in a gymnasium at a school somewhere. Like,
Tank shit
Yeah.
was in my backyard under my oak tree.
Fuck no.
Wi-Fi was fucking up.
I was going to say the Wi-Fi would have been fucking up big time.
Hell no.
Everybody would have sounded like robots.
Like, what the fuck?
Right, right,
Why is it a
No.
Buick park right here type shit?
right.
What the fuck?
Old ass guy.
did I just step
Old
in
ass
dog shit
Cutlass in
on
the
the way through
backyard
the
that
door?
ain't been drove in years. and
Right.
shit. Like, what the fuck?
DJ said, did I just step in dog shit? What the fuck?
Right.
And then
Why they ain't got no
punch-
screen door?
Right,
punch over it, and Punch would be in the corner there shooting his gun at a raccoon.
right.
But I'm
Oh,
just saying,
shit.
man, you know,
Tank obviously wasn't happy about, what was going on there.
Nah. I don't think he's satisfied. He see everything else going on, man. He should be propped up higher than what he is. But, I mean, hey, you got to know what you're getting into. You know what I mean?
but if you talk that business side of boxing, Tank, yeah, you give up the tough guy image. You're not a tough guy, bro, in my eyes. Either you're a business, bro. Remember, you can't hit the man with glasses and shit. Remember, you're not the tough guy, bro. If you're a banker, if you're in the business and a suit, you're not blue collar. You're not a tough guy, bro. So this business shit, boxing, these fighters talking this business shit, you're not a what? You broke a nail? What, you ain't had a manicure in about 5 days and shit, bitch ass nigga? You know what I'm saying? I don't look at business shit as tough shit. It's just two totally different worlds.
Yeah,
Nine,
for sure.
all they're doing is repeating the same excuse they got from their management and promoting teams as to why they're not getting the fights. That's all they're doing. So,
yes. And guess what that is? That is a prostitute repeating what her pimp say. Now, look, bitch, when you sit down there, if I take you down there, you're going to say this. And you're going to say that. Now, you're going to rub on him, you know what I'm saying, and try to finesse him out of this money. That is what a pimp says to a prostitute.
that's harsh. Fuck, that's harsh.
But it's true.
Yeah, harsh but honest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The tough guy image is done with a lot of these fights.
I think PBC got big problems though. That don't, unless they get a big, big deal with a TV company or whatever you call them these days. So.
Well, they have. It's Netflix in 2025.
Yeah, but shit, if he ain't got nothing to serve up, he got to be honest.
Yeah, there you go.
And he
Who's he
got
gonna
to
put
serve
up?
up. He got to put
Who's
up.
he going to put? Mel Charlo, who
Who is
hasn't
that?
fought at
And the way the
154 for fucking 2.5 years.
And the way the Netflix deal work, they purchasing fights. It's not necessarily a solid home. It's like you got to have some present that they want. You know what I mean?
I don't think they're not handing out cash like Showtime was.
Now, like a Tank fight, they'll purchase that because they know it'll sell. But where all the other fights gonna land at?
Yeah,
bro. Where are they gonna be at? Right?
This why they're all fighting on turkey cards.
Everything's going to be on the zone in 2025. Everything's going to be on the zone.
Everybody on the zone, and they're gonna be the outcast.
Yeah.
PBC has built their platform, their whole organization, the whole shit off of poaching other people's fighters. You want to fight, you need to come over to PBC.
Right. Yep. That's what they all said. It was all campaigning.
Hold on. Tim Zoo's still on contract. That might be a PBC fight in 2025 if he comes back.
But where?
With their current roster, though, bro, think about it like this. With their current roster, what is a major roster that they can have? They're going to have to deal with other people's outside of PBC because 54 right now, 3 years ago, y'all had the undisputed 154 champion. Y'all don't got none of that shit now. Mel is out of the motherfucking game.
Right, there's nothing to offer, bro.
That's right. They had Errol Spence had 3 belts. The only one they got left.
That's it.
Only one they got left is Tank. Only one they got left is Tank. That's it.
Mondor and Spence fight. Guess what? They fucking with the zone. They fucking with Turkey.
Yep.
Yeah, I reckon Tim's nearly going to need to take what's offered. So they could feed him to Erickson Lubin or Jamel Charlo return. They could feed him to a Spence. Fondora's still technically under PBC, even though he's with Samson.
I saw
Ain't Caleb
something
Plant-
on Jai McAllister's thing the other day. I think it was that Tim's they're looking at Tim fighting again in April. I read that somewhere or heard that. No, they didn't say. No, they didn't say any opponent. They just said.
Better not say Zarafa on this channel.
Nah,
or
they just all they said was that they're planning for Tim's next fight to be around about April next year. They never said any opposition, nothing. So
Yeah, it's gonna be a soft touch.
They move Mario Barrios up to fight motherfucking Mel Charlo, and he just gonna fight this one fight at 54 to fight Mel Charlo, and he'll retain his title at 47. And motherfuckers will be like, "Well, he's still the champ." Looking ass.
Right.
They do goofy shit like that. Welterweight champion against the 54 champion.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they'll
Welcome to
do some stupid shit like that.
partner.
who was
Right.
that? Mel against who? Mel against who? Was that
Mel
Nine?
against Barrios. They will do that shit. Because guess
fuck,
what?
No.
Come
They
on,
did
Nine.
Maul
Where have
against
you?
Jose Benavidez. Don't think they won't.
I'm
I'd
putting
rather
9
see
in
him.
time out.
I bet.
I'm putting 9 in time out.
I reckon Thurman would be a better option than fucking Barrios.
Tim
But I'm
Tszyu
just
just got
saying,
married too, didn't
Don't be surprised. Barrios just got eyes on him on a Jake Card undercard. He got a lot of eyes on him. Oh, I know that guy Barrios. You know what I'm saying? He's a warrior. Motherfuckers will look at him as a warrior. He got off the ground like 7-8 times. You know what I'm saying? They'll look at him. Don't be surprised.
That's a trash fight.
Al does. He's just taking names. He's throwing shit at
I
the
reckon
wall and seeing what sticks.
Thurman a bigger name than Barrios.
I don't know. Thurman is motherfucking in.
I don't know what he on,
Thurman
man.
ain't fought in 4 years now. How long
Yeah, I think he done, bro. I don't think he got a bigger name, but he ain't done. I mean, he done. I can't see him coming out to fight. If he have a fight, boy, PBC desperate as shit, bro. He come out the woodworks and actually fight.
Thurman was inactive as fuck when Crawford beat Spence, and that was 1.5 years ago.
Yeah.
He was already inactive as fuck 1.5 years ago.
Yeah, 2021, I think his last fight was.
See what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I can't have you throwing Barrios in the mix, Nine, not without putting you in time out for 5 minutes to think about what you've been saying. You can't.
I'm saying that's the kind of stupid shit that they will do over there. Who thought that Jose Benavidez, whose biggest fight was fighting Bud Crawford at 140 pounds, his last fight was against Jamal Charlo at 160, and guess what? Jamal Charlo didn't even fucking make weight.
Isn't
the distance?
See,
and
you're right.
You're right.
See?
You're right.
You're right. You're right, Nine. That was crazy.
The distance. His claim of fame is getting knocked out by Bud.
I never seen anybody fight with a knee brace on before.
Yeah, he was fucked.
Bud stopped him at 140 and Maul with the distance with him.
He sure did. What's up, Punch?
Yeah. Oh, Punch is here.
What's up, Punch the motherfucking prophet? Bro, don't be surprised they do some goofy shit like that. They will do some goofy shit.
Uh-huh.
And then you'll have stupid ass fans. Man, that fight's intriguing than a motherfucker. Man, shit your bitch ass up.
Right. They gonna do. I expect it to come too because they desperate. They gonna be desperate to wait next year.
Surely Charlo's got to fight someone like Lubin, Mendoza. I mean, if he doesn't come straight back in and fight Bud, he's got to fight someone credible like Lubin, Mendoza.
How they did his brother.
Hey, what about this Davies? This Davies that just fought a minute ago here on the weekend. He wouldn't be a bad one for Mel.
Nah, there's too many people in front of Davies.
But then they gotta play nice with somebody else. That's the catch. Because PBC like keep shit in house.
Who's Davies with then? Oh, yeah, right. He's not with PBC. Yeah,
like we saw a couple of weeks ago.
Bro, look at the Maul fight.
Sorry, 154.
Maul is telling you everything you need to know when he fought Benavidez. That's telling you everything you need to know. If that should make you lose faith in everything they got going right now, especially with the motherfucking Charlos.
That's
They
telling us
literally
everything
put-
we don't want to know, Nine. That's what that's telling us.
Nine,
Yeah.
stop ruining 2025 for me before it starts. I won't have it.
I
Right?
mean,
Your
shit.
2025 ain't gonna be ruined because you're not gonna watch that shit. I know better, D.
Nine like the fucking Grinch here at the moment with his green hat and shit.
Man.
Look,
Hey,
Man.
why the fuck
Eddie,
Fury?
I'm
Why the fuck
putting him
Fury
up
come
there.
out looking like the ghost of Christmas past? You
You
remember?
ain't
You're
lying. He
making
came
a
out like
run
Santa
for-
Claus.
You know
Nine,
the
you're
second
making a
ghost.
run for troll of the year. You're making a late run for troll of the year while this is going on.
Yeah, man. You know, hey, shout out to my brother Rob, man. Hey, RC, bro, you got some competition going on. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't put the dumb shit like that past them. You got to prepare for the worst with certain motherfuckers, and them niggas is not that bright. I'm telling you, they will do some goofy shit. And
Yeah, they
motherfuckers will be sitting there like, man, Mel is back. Mel is after he
You already know. You already know once he touched down, that's what they're gonna be saying.
Yeah.
That's that.
He back.
No,
He about
you're
to
right
he
there,
about to
Nine,
kick
because
ass.
you got people at the moment salivating over Tank versus fucking Roach, for Christ's sake. Good Lord.
Yeah.
And they gonna
Mark,
pump that shit.
stop
Hey, they
encouraging
gonna
him.
pump that shit too. The return. It's the return of the undisputed former undisputed. You know how they go. They gonna pump that shit all the way up, bro.
Yeah.
Maul Charlo's still with PBC. Now, he's a
Yeah.
definite chance of coming back out and having a fight. I saw that he was coming back at 168, not 160.
Oh well. Good luck to
Hey,
him.
man, Maul don't need to fight nobody but Plant, because Plant slapped the motherfucking furniture out of his mouth. He
Facts.
don't need to
Yeah,
fight
that's
nobody
right.
but Plant.
That's the only fight he needs to fucking worry
I
about.
promise you, bro. I
Yeah,
As a
promise you.
man, you don't let nobody hit you with an open hand.
Yeah,
You
you
don't.
know
Yeah, he had a fly on his face. He was just trying to get the fly.
that was a
Fuck
hell of a
that.
fly, bro. That was a hell of a
Hey,
fly.
I rock with
Mm.
everybody on this motherfucking panel the long way. But guess what? If somebody be like, damn, DJ got shot, Mark got shot, and I'm like, what the fuck y'all get shot for? Man, he slapped the shit out of man with an open hand. Like, fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's hard to kind of defend.
Bruh,
Like,
this
damn,
shit right
you
here,
open hand.
that's unforgivable,
Mm.
bro.
He leapt into that too. It wasn't just to stand there and slap.
He
He
smacked.
leapt and slapped that man.
It
Yes,
was,
bro. He left his feet and
Look.
died.
Everyone,
Fury
oh
slap.
shit.
He got the Tyson Fury slap.
that was me. Oh shit. What the fuck? Boy, that shit was crazy, bro. He has to avenge that. You have to.
Definitely.
I don't want to
But
see nothing else.
And I'm so glad we got a visual because RC was there, right? And, and we heard about it before we seen the tape.
Right. Yeah. You ain't lying.
Isn't
Heard
that
about
because
that
Wall
shit.
said something about Caleb's misses during the fight?
Nah, he was grabbing his beard.
He was touching him. He kept touching him and then he grabbed his beard.
He grabbed his
had a
beard, yeah.
And his
He had a
wife was right there though. His wife, it was him and his wife there, and he kept like touching me. Granted, he kept telling him to stop touching me. And so when he said stop touching me, he grabbed his beard. And that's when it all went down. Like, hold on, man.
He might have had a bit of food caught in his beard. He was just trying to get it out.
Shit. No, shit.
Might have been a possum in there.
Yeah, huh? That mud, I tell you, that possum jumped out and slapped the shit out of his ass.
Yeah, but you don't slap no man with an open hand.
You can't lay this shit down, bro. I'm talking about this clip will never die.
Yeah, but as a professional boxer punch, you'd have to slap him, wouldn't you? Because if you punched him, you could lose your license, couldn't you?
Yeah. Hey, fuck that. I'm punching back. You don't slap
And guess what? When
Nah,
he
but I
made
mean
his
Caleb
return to the ring,
slapping.
Oh yeah.
guess what? When Maul made his return to the ring, guess who he fought? Jose fucking Benavidez.
Right.
Dumbass.
Right. And should have fought him. That's
Don't
the
be
fight.
surprised, fellas.
That's
Just saying.
that fight is the money maker. Now, if he come back and was like, "Yup, me and Caleb playing fighting," everybody gonna tune into that shit. Everybody ain't mama just because of this slap, and they gonna replay this shit. They gonna bring all this shit back up. I don't want to see him fight nobody else but this dude right here, Caleb Plant,
But
bro.
you know, at first that fight was hot. Now it's kind of lukewarm, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh, look, 9, all it would take would another slap at a face-off, and it's back on.
Ooh. Oh, my God. He didn't get a little bit of it. He got all of it. Wow. He slapped
Caleb
thunder
was
from his
standing
ass.
right in front of Canelo, slapped him and missed, and got the shit slapped out of him. He was standing halfway across the room from this motherfucker.
Right.
Right. Think about that.
He didn't see that motherfucker didn't see that shit coming from way across the room. You ain't never lied. It ain't like he snuck. It ain't like he snuck and do it. He did it. He ain't sneak and do it. Oh shit. He went right to that man.
You know what Caleb is on. You know, like Caleb got a tendency of what his name was gifted hand, what they call him?
Sweet hands. Sweet hands.
Sweet hands. Yeah, you know that nigga Sweet hands.
He said
that
happy.
Like a pimp name.
That dude said happy hands.
My name is Sweet Hands, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But you
Where's
know
Caleb from?
What? You know
Memphis.
what ass got a
I think Memphis.
Oh, Tennessee. Yeah. Yep. So he's a Southern boy.
Yep. Yeah, he don't play that shit. He keeps reiterating that shit to the people, like, I don't play that shit.
Yeah. Don't touch my fucking beard.
Yeah, he with that shit. He with that playing shit.
You know,
man, I felt him though.
Look at Caleb's MO, bro. He grew up in the South, bro, in the projects, bro. Do you know? And he's got a lot of black friends. Do you know the shit he had to do for black dudes to have hella respect for him? He's probably the biggest killer out there. Shit. You stay away from the white guy around. He had
to be real thick skinned. I'm telling you, he had to run with the best of them too.
Yeah.
He must be a tough dude, yeah.
No, that's why he's got the beard. He's just hiding his identity. So that
right. You hear me?
Identify him.
He lying,
don't let all my secrets
out. Did y'all ever see the tape of the street fight he had where he beat that black dude's ass in the projects?
No.
Yeah, he got a street fight out there.
I gotta find that.
I haven't seen it. How'd he perform?
He definitely. He said he beat him up.
Oh, so he's done better than Devin Haney against the kid at the theme park.
Yeah.
How'd that come up, bro? God. You see this dude got Devin. You see Devin got a workout video? And he looked big as hell too. Yeah, on his shit. It's like a professional made video, bro. And he big as fuck, bro. I don't know if that dude come at no 140, bro. That dude got too much muscle on his ass.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, straight
got a workout video.
Yeah, it's a video on his Instagram.
So what? He's hired Ryan Garcia's trainer.
I don't know what the fuck going on, but right, the motherfucker got so much muscle on.
Did you see what's his name? Errol. Errol got a new trainer apparently.
Yeah. No, he can't. Breadman said that ain't true.
Oh, it's not true.
Oh, it ain't true. Breadman said it ain't true. He said he was in Philadelphia and he called him to come work out, but he was like, they didn't discuss nothing about him training or any of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and that was the name they kept saying. Yeah, Breadman.
Yeah, Breadman.
I don't know who the hell that is, but I think that was on old Clickbait Blues fucking thing too.
Yeah, it was a video out. You know what I'm saying? They saw Breadman. People were assuming, but nah, Breadman came out like, nah, bro.
Breadman sounds like a.
So he still hasn't got a trainer then. So
nope. He probably going around. You know what I'm saying? Filling people out, I guess, like how AJ was doing that time.
Mark the big.
And everybody keeps asking, so how much are you going to pay me? And Errol's just stuttering like fuck.
Right.
Yeah, man. I just watched the Crawford Spence fight earlier today too, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I've watched that a few times. Every time I get really bored, I watch the Crawford Spence fight again.
I watched it a lot of times.
Yeah. That's some shit that you go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm sure as hell not watching that fucking Tim Tszyu fight again.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's an infamous ass whooping. That shit ain't right.
Nah, he got beat up. He took a beating, bro. He can't come back from that. If he ain't came back by now, he not gonna make it back.
Yeah, that shit ain't changed for me. When I saw that, I said, shit. Every time I watch it, I get the same feeling like, God damn. Like, throw the damn towel. Throw that motherfucker in, bro. What is y'all waiting on?
Slick, the Sean Porter fight's still my favorite. I watch that back all the time, particularly.
Oh, that was a good fight. That was a good fight.
particularly that what I was talking about yesterday, that moment that I went, right, Bud is the man. You're down. You're down. How? Stands
You're
up,
right.
walks to the middle of the ring. Not 20 seconds later, he's dropped.
That was some beast shit, wasn't it?
Boy,
That
look.
shit was crazy. That was
That-
some beast shit right there, bro. His eyes got
I-
big as hell in that corner too. He said, "What? How? Like what the? You could clearly see this shit."
I can watch that again and again and again in repeat and just go, man, you do not want to meet this bloke in a dark alley.
You ain't lying. Then he knocked him down and walked off like I ain't down now. I ain't down now, motherfucker. Fuck that.
He didn't even
My
look
favorite-
back.
my
He
favorite
just
little-
walked off
He just
like
walked
down.
off. Yeah, he just walked off. Like I ain't down now, bitch.
My favorite little short to watch is when fucking Errol got his mouth guard punched out of his mouth by Ugas.
Man,
And
he
you
did
see
that.
Errol-
That happened a couple times.
And he was looking, he looked bewildered then. But I mean, he still won the fight. But and he's searching for his mouth guard. And
Was it knocked
then I
out
thought,
or did he spit it? Because we saw a bit of
No,
that earlier
no.
this year.
nah, it was a good spit if it did because it went
Yeah.
flying.
He
Yeah.
got knocked out. No, I
he
got knocked
got
out.
knocked out.
He
yeah.
claimed his teeth came out with it.
Man, shout out to the homie AC because he talked about the 5th round tap. I believe that fight was a 5th round tap. All right, now you doing too much because after he hit Spence, he didn't jump on him or nothing.
Yeah, it was like remember he knocked him into the ropes, but then he ain't keep on him though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was like damn. It was
He just
almost like a
stopped.
sparring session. Like you all right, bro?
Yeah. He like stopped. Like John, I remember being on here. I'm yelling like, jump on his motherfucking ass. What the fuck you doing? And that was it after that. He started losing.
Mhm.
Like instantly start losing. He had no reason not to jump on that man. When that man went to reach for that damn mouthpiece and he knocked the shit out of him, he went to them ropes. He was supposed to be all over him.
Yep.
All over him, and he didn't jump on him at all. He let that man get
But
back.
he had got hurt in the Danny Garcia fight too.
Yeah. His mouthpiece came out then. His mouthpiece came out more than a couple times.
Yep.
That's what I
They
tell
gotta-
people. He
they
never
gotta
been hurt.
start-
Yeah, he has.
Well, I noticed before the Crawford fight, he got a new mouthpiece, dude. And it was on that prelude video fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, fucking man, how hard he got hit by Crawford. They must have superglued that fucking thing into his head.
He got a custom one. Then he said, because
Yeah,
he got
we've
a
always
custom
got
one.
custom ones, but yeah,
He was on
must
his
have
wife.
been good.
His wife had a podcast, and he was explaining it, talking about when Ugas hit him, his veneers came out because he got veneers.
Yeah,
He
Mark,
said it
what
wasn't just the mouthpiece. He said his veneers had came out.
Mark, with that special mouthpiece that Spence had against Crawford, what they were doing is they were tying it all the way back to his tonsils, so it couldn't come out.
Damn, dude, you an asshole, bro.
Hell no. He said it had a special hook in that motherfucker that hooked all the way to the back, huh?
I got a couple of
Damn.
big fishing hooks, big fishing hooks in the back of the throat, sort of.
Right.
Yeah, gang hook. It's not coming out.
Gang
Right.
hook.
Hey man, at
You-
the beginning of when I first came on, I gave Deej props. He said, "Yeah, I say 2 smart things a year." Now he's back on his bullshit immediately.
DJ using up shit from next year now.
Right? Fuck, slow down, Deej.
Right. We got a couple of days, bro. Just a couple of days.
Shit, Deej.
Oh, you wait until this end of year list that Punch and Slick are putting together here.
Oh,
go,
we did
Nine.
that last year too.
Yeah, we did.
Nine, I'm going to put you on the spot. Knockout of the year so far for you.
Knockout of the year.
A
Yeah,
fight
Tim
that you
got knocked out of
watched
the year.
back or you watched live.
Tim Zoo. That was knocked
you
out of the
fucking
year.
asshole. Where you got to
Yes.
kick us while we're down?
It was,
But
bro.
that's my one too. That's mine.
Shit,
Bro, we didn't see that coming.
That's mine too.
Hey,
We didn't see that coming.
He didn't see it coming either.
I
First, the
God
second, or the
damn,
third.
mine is AJ, bro. That man tried to get up with his face.
Yeah.
That took the cake from me.
Yeah, bro.
His arms literally stopped working, bro. Not just his legs, his arms. He couldn't get the motherfuckers to work. That was bad.
Even Nagano just getting folded backwards was something
Yeah.
to see.
That
Yeah,
was something.
that was something, man. But he wasn't supposed to be there. He wasn't
But
supposed to be
knockout
there.
of the year is like somebody that you think that's gonna knock the other motherfucker out.
Yeah, that's
You
what
know
I'm
what I mean?
saying.
It's a
Everybody,
surprise. Like, whoa.
man, we all thought Dubois was finna lose that fight.
Yeah, I
Well
thought
done.
JJ,
Well done,
AJ was
Slick.
gonna
Well
hit him with
done.
a jab too
Right
hard.
on, Mark. Right on.
I thought AJ was gonna hit him with a jab. It was gonna be too hard, and he's gonna take a knee. Because that's what
Man,
Usyk knocked him out with, was a fucking jab.
yeah. Was that? Yeah. That wasn't the one that made him quit though. That was Joe Joyce that made him quit. Popped him in it. He quit.
This motherfucker beat Herkovich and became a whole nother fighter, bro.
You ain't lying. Came something different. Became something different. He came in there. I ain't no bitch. I ain't no bitch. Like, that's what you tell yourself walking to the ring. I ain't no bitch. And went in there and showed out.
Showed up and showed out.
For real, bro. Because I swear to God, he looked nervous to me, but AJ looked confident. And that shit went totally left.
AJ had the Nature Boy Ric Flair robe on, man.
Bro. We all sitting talking about, man, he about to tie Ali. We talking shit. Shit.
I'm telling you, everyone here can close their eyes and watch AJ on all fours with his forehead and face on the canvas trying to pick himself up.
That shit was wild.
Fucked me up.
And then not only that, when he got knocked down the second time, he just sat there and looked. Like, what the fuck?
Like, how the fuck did I end up in here, nigga? Like, I'm on the ground.
Yeah, like he didn't even remember falling. Like he was just looking like, huh? What the fuck?
And I thought, with the Nature Boy Ric Flair robe and shit, I thought AJ was gonna be like, I'm the 3-time.
Right.
3-time. Look at that.
You hear me? That shit was wild, bro. I'm so glad I ain't bet no money on that fight. I'd have been this motherfucker mad as hell. I thought that was if it was going to be a cakewalk for AJ.
What y'all think is the biggest robbery?
Man, that's a tough one. Cause there ain't been too many. But
Chuck versus Virgil.
Ooh.
I'll
that's
throw that
a good
one in there.
one. I'm
Mark,
trying to
get
think
out
of
of my
another
head,
one.
bro.
I'm trying to think of another one. Like I said, wasn't too many of them this year though.
Well, the Fisher Allen one looks to be pretty bad, but
yeah, that's one. I'm trying to think of one earlier this year or somewhere around there. I gotta go back and look. I could look them up easy.
I got boy check Virgil too, man. I don't see how you get knocked down twice and turn around and win a fight.
Right.
Well, that was a weird fight.
You can if you're whooping the fuck out of him, but that wasn't the case.
That wasn't the case at all.
But there was also some strange stuff in there that I wonder wasn't delay tactics, because the judge pulled him up mid-round just to double check that it was a knockdown. Couldn't sort that shit out between rounds. And then later on, I think in the 10th or something like that, they took forever to rip the tape off Virgil's gloves, buying him some time. So there was something about that fight that I just go, yeah, maybe it's not what we see here or what all to be seen. But it's funny you mention that, boys, because for those reasons, I'm going, well, I actually don't know who's the best out of Boachuk, Virgil, and Madrimov right now. I don't know who's the better fighter.
Yeah.
And that's a great position to be in. It brings intrigue as long as they get to fight each other.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, as long as they can fight each other, DJ, I'm with you.
I wouldn't be mad at Boachuk and Virgil doing it again a little bit longer later on down the line.
No, I wouldn't either. That's what I'm saying. If Madrimov lose, Boachuk need to get that fight. Whoever win that fight, that's who Boachuk should be fighting next, bro. You get what I'm saying? If Madrimov win, take him out, and I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Virgil again. Go on and put that fire out.
Who do you think is the weak link out of all four of them?
Who's the four?
Virgil, Boachuk, Madrimov, and who the fuck else? Oh God, the other guy. Damn it.
Murtazalia.
Merzalia?
Yeah.
Merzalia?
Ooh. Yeah,
I
so I
think
haven't seen enough of
Merzalia.
Murtazalia.
No, I haven't seen enough of him to draw like he just hits hard.
I
Like,
mean,
Yeah, he hard and wide.
I seen him once and he looked pretty good, but it didn't last too long.
Yeah.
It might be.
I won't mention who he was fighting.
But he looked like a fighter, like a straight up fighter, whereas everybody else sort of a strategist. Now, Virgil
Him
will
and
be
Virgil
second.
will be a good fight.
Yeah,
Him and
because
Virgil
they're gonna
will
be a
fight.
straight up fighter. Like Boychuk got a little strategy about himself. He plays his punches. He ain't just you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He ain't
same
just
as
swinging.
Madrimov.
And Madrimov placing his shit. But
more
I
calculated.
would say it'd be Murtazalia first because he swing wide, but he just fights. And then you got Virgil. He want to be up close and just fight. You know what I'm saying?
so if you take Bud out of the picture, because I don't know, you can disagree if you want. Like, just put him at number 1. But then who's your top 5 in the 154?
Shit.
Like, throw a blanket. Exactly, throw a blanket over him. Like,
they got to fight that out.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I got to see one of them.
Don't
At least one of
fight
them.
that out.
One of them 3 fight Fundora.
Man, Fundora cheat code, man. He's not gonna lose much in his career. He's
That's
not.
what I mean.
But I'm not too
Fundora
sure.
is a cheat code because he's not gonna fight much in his career if he don't get shit or get out the pot, bro. He got to fight, bro.
Unless he gets somebody get a hold of him and ruin him, like really beat his ass, he'll never come back the same. It won't matter who he fight at the end.
They'll put him in champion and recess soon.
He's going to be sitting on that pot for a while though, 913, because he's with PVC.
Yep.
I tell you what though, his sister was impressive this year.
Yeah,
I still remember
she's
that.
Nice.
Oh
nice.
yeah.
Those straight rights and just turning them.
Yeah, she was mean.
Get that.
She was
youngest
mean.
ever, male or female.
Yep. Undisputed.
Yeah, that's dope, bro.
Yeah, she was doing her thing. She got real mean streak though, like a real mean streak in the show.
If I was Fundora, I'd be pissed. I'd be saying, "Fucking hell, I want to come on. Let's go. I'm not having my sister being fucking better than me at the moment. Fuck that."
It sounds his manager's got to hold his ear now because you heard him. He was like that right after that fight. He was like, "I won't fight Bud." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was with the shits. The rest of the people up there sitting with him wasn't. They looked at him quick when he said that, like, "Shut the fuck up."
Because his manager's at
Samson.
Liarwitz, yeah.
And
hey, but you know what though, y'all? Bud is gonna have to shit to get off the pot too, man. Because but you starting to be hella inactive.
Yeah, he gotta get active. Hopefully this year he gets something out beginning of this year.
Top rank, Bud, man, you was fighting at least twice or 3 to 2 times a year. And we dig that. You even fought during the pandemic.
Yep.
Now, you know what I'm saying? This Bud, freelance Bud, he's starting to act like a PPC fighter, bro, and be inactive. You know what I'm saying? I can't necessarily give this Bud the keys to the car like I would the 147 Bud. I don't think he's pound for pound no longer. I think that Usyk.
Oh no, not for me. I got Usyk for me.
Usyk is pound for pound, bro.
Well,
y'all
know I don't like putting heavyweights on no pound for pound list, but like I said, if I go by y'all list, he is pound for pound.
If Usyk was just heavyweight, I wouldn't have him, but because he's been cruiserweight, undisputed, then heavyweight.
Exactly. That's why I give him pound for pound, because he's technically a cruiserweight fighting. He fought Sean Porter in the amateurs. You know what I mean? He's a smaller guy. Just like Roy Jones, when he moved up to heavyweight, he was still pound for pound in my eyes. Well, Usyk is moved up to heavyweight, and he's undisputed, and he's pound for pound, and he's out hustling motherfuckers.
And
man.
if he beat Du Bois, he'd be 2-time undisputed.
Yeah.
I got Bud number 2 though, but yeah, definitely Usyk number 1 for me.
Yeah, it ain't no disputing. Bud even said it though. Bud said that he was he was like put him number 1.
I just find that and it's just me, I find that even over 5-year periods, it's so hard to compare when you've got people like Canelo, Bud, Usyk that have been in the game for 10, 15 years. The people that they fought 10, 15 years ago by way of quality might not match today's standard and vice versa. So it's
Mhm.
just so hard when the strength of each division changes over such a short period of time in their career. Because I think, Nine, you heard me say that the 147 division, when Bud cleaned that out, I believe that that was stronger than what the 147 division is now by comparison, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
But when you look at the division that Mel Charlo cleaned out at 154, I don't think that was anywhere near as strong as what the 154 division is now.
Right.
Yeah,
If
that's
Bud,
because these are new booties. These are
it,
all new guys. You
it,
know what I'm saying?
man, they're different levels to a
And if these 54s
Castano
don't
and
catch each other right
Erickson
now,
Lubin and a Harrison. Those boys don't survive at 154 where it is today, I don't
no.
think. So when when I'm trying to compare apples to apples, I just can't.
And guess what, though? That means that here in another few years, we'll have a very, very interesting 160 because those guys will start moving up.
Gotta move up, right?
You know, and all the guys at 140, we'll have a very, very interesting welterweight again. But the welterweight as it stands now, they could make it interesting. See, the difference between the welterweight division now and the 54 division is those guys are fighting each other.
Right.
You know, these guys ain't fighting each other. You will not get Barrios in the ring with nobody. You won't get Boots in the ring with nobody. You won't get Norman in the ring with nobody. What's Scanionis or whatever the fuck blood name is? Yeah, you won't get
Yeah.
him in the ring. They all stalling and posturing, trying to play
Stenny
that A side game.
Stenionis is PBC, isn't he?
Yep.
I believe so. Yep.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Only way that Boots and Norman can make their mark is to fight each other. That's why Boots should have said, "Give him whatever he want, and I'll take it from my shit." If you feel like you can beat that man, if you're confident in your skills, make sure I'll take less. Just get him in the ring. See, if he would have fought Norman and beat Norman, they wouldn't been going hard on Boots the way they are.
Right.
Yeah. So how do you guys look at it when I say, well, either three of you or anyone in the chat, when you look at achievements, do you look at career achievements to push them to the top, or do you look at their achievements in the last 12 or 24 months?
A little bit of both, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Yeah.
both.
Yeah, I'm glad to
Big-
hear that. I'm glad to hear that because that's where I've moved a couple of people on my pound for pound and just said, look, I just haven't seen enough of you.
Yeah.
Or the
Right.
quality competition more recently, like a Canelo, has just dropped off. So
Right.
you can't tell me you're still the pound for pound if you're not fighting the best and hardest challenges out there. If you're just there for a payday, I can't put you pound for pound.
Right.
Then you start talking about, in a way, who's got the inside information on just how good some of those fighters were that, in a way, fought that weren't US born or bred.
Well, shit, that's the thing. That's why everybody wanted them to come out of there. Because
see,
on the
activity-
outside looking in, you don't know if they're tailor made or it was made for the win, or you know what I'm saying. That's the question on the outside looking in. The only close thing we got to know about anything about any way to be fair is Cool Boy Steph and Neary that knocked him down. You get what I'm saying? Anybody before that, for real, we don't know about him like that. He and his only claim to fame, the only reason he's famous over here to us is because he beat Nonito Danier them 2 times.
But see, get this though.
That's when I
Activity
call
plays a
win
part
on him.
here too, though. Because guess what? Hypothetically speaking, just random fighter, Magnumov, whatever the fuck how they say his name, whatever. What if
Magnum.
he steamrolls Virgil, Boachet, Bud, and Joe Smo all in a 2-year period? That's very active fighter, ain't it? But he
Fucking right.
steamrolled all them guys, pound for pound, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt.
Activity plays a part. You can't just fight a motherfucker that they didn't think could be beat in and fight once a year, bro, and think that you the pound for pound dude. You can't. You're not
Right.
active.
Right.
Well,
Right.
I don't know. Someone gonna have to do a hell of a lot to get in front of Usyk for me at the moment.
yeah,
Exactly.
that's
I
Yeah,
don't
okay.
think
man.
nobody, bro.
When you look at other sports, right, other elite sports, it's who's in form, right? And I think that activity shows who's in form. So if you look at tennis, golf, any of the other, I suppose, individual sports,
Mhm.
it's not who's the GOAT, it's who's the best at the moment. And I look at the pound for pound a little bit like that and just say, well, who's in form? And if you're not active, you can't show your form, right? Or if you're beating tomato cans or getting a bag, that actually doesn't show us your form. That just shows us that you're better than who you're supposed to be better than. So
Yeah.
I guess when I look at a pound for pound and it comes down to activity, to your point, Nine, is if Madrimov went on that run over a 2-year period, I would say that he's in the best form over that 2-year period and currently may well be the pound for pound.
Yep.
Because
Right.
it's not pound for pound ever, or it's not pound for pound out of everyone that's in the rankings. It's who's the best fighters in the world right now. And if you're not fighting, it's hard to justify that.
Right. Right.
Does that make sense? That's
No.
just
It
the way
makes
I
No.
look
perfectly
It
at it.
good
make
sense.
it make perfect sense.
That's the way I look at it too. And face of boxing and pound for pound to me is two totally different things. Let
Oh
me give you
yeah.
an example.
Hell
Back in
yeah.
the day, Roy Jones was hands down the pound for pound king. He
Right.
didn't sell as much as Oscar.
Right. I was explaining that before too, nah.
Bro, he didn't
Oscar
sell as much as
Oscar was
Oscar.
the face.
Oscar was the face of boxing.
So it was.
Guess what? Oscar has never beat Shane Mosley a day in his motherfucking life.
Yep.
Shane has more skills with him. Beat him twice as an amateur, beat him twice as a pro. But still, Shane was never the face of boxing.
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
Oscar.
It was still Oscar.
It's two different things, like you're saying.
Yeah. But see, it's a
Because
lot
to
of
me,
people that
still,
don't realize that. They don't
for
get
me
that.
at the moment, Canelo. Well, either Canelo. For me, the face of boxing is someone who's drawing people to boxing and making all the cash. And there's only two people for me, and that's either Canelo or Jake Paul. They're drawing people to
Joshua
boxing,
too.
and they're making all the cash. Oh well, yeah, Joshua, I'll probably have him third.
Mm-hmm.
But pound for pound is the best boxer, and Jake Paul definitely not in that fucking conversation.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. The face is usually one that's the most marketable. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
And bringing
so
people in, like you say, to make money, sell tickets, the gate, and all that shit. They usually be the one to get the highest gate, most
could
pay
you
per views. You know what I'm saying? Biggest following.
could you say that pound for pound reasonably is who's been the best over the last 2 years? Not the best over the last 10 years or 15 years. Who's been the best over the last 2 years? Can't say 12 months because politics mucks a fighter around, right? Or injury. But over the last 2 years, who's most informed, right? Who's been active?
Yeah,
Who's been, and who has
Who's
beaten
the
the,
best and most consistent?
yeah.
yes.
No, I agree with
Well,
that. Yeah, I
Right.
agree with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
And that's
you
why I
can't
got
just have
Usyk.
a good win. A good win is a good win. For God's sakes, Leon Spinks beat Ali, bro, and turned around and lost the next goddamn fight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So a good win is a good win. But can you stack up good wins? Like, can I stack up? Hey, I beat Ali. I
Quality
beat Ben
wins.
Norton. I beat Bob. Now I got a resume. And I've been consistent and I've done it in a timely fashion.
Right.
Then
Yeah,
that makes you a pound for pound.
well,
yeah,
does Beterbiev sneak in there anywhere because he's just gone and beat Bivol?
for sure. He's
Not,
in my top 10
not
for
to
sure.
me. Not
Well,
to me,
not
because
number one.
he didn't beat him in a shocking fashion. That's part of pound for pound talent, shocking fashion. You blow a motherfucker out. The pound for pound guy is blowing motherfuckers out. Think about Roy Jones. Roy Jones was knocking out top guys with both hands behind his back.
What about Tank though? Tank knocking fuckers out, but
Tank
to
is
me
not a
they ain't
pound for
shit.
But
pound
they're
because
not
They
he's
ain't
quality
not
shit.
like
opponents.
That's
He's
what I'm
not fighting
saying.
the quality of
That's what I'm saying.
opposition, bro.
Yeah, they're not quality opponents.
No,
Well, if you look at
that's
Tank resume over the last 2 years, if this is what we're talking about, he just can't. He can make an argument for face, but he can't make an argument for
Pound for pound.
activity and
No.
quality of opponents. And that's not going to change when he fights. Well, that'll be next year. But so I know Punch is going to tear me a new arsehole when it comes to these lists at the end of the year. But I think I make a decent argument that you just can't sit idle and just assume a pound for pound listing. You actually have to keep proving to the world that you are the most consistent and the most elite fighter in your division, or
yeah.
better yet, across multiple divisions.
I agree. That's why. Like, if Fury had beaten Usyk on the weekend, I wouldn't have Fury as number one, but I wouldn't have Usyk as number one either. Bud would be back to number one for me.
Yeah.
But Usyk won again, so he remains number one for me,
He's
and
that
Bud
man.
second,
He's that
and then
man.
Inoue.
Yeah, and it's not that he just winning shit. He giving these motherfuckers rematches. He giving them chances to get their get back and winning.
Yep.
And
That
think
means
about
shit.
the
That
height
speaks
of the
volumes.
conspiracy.
And then
that
got
he's
the
fighting these
balls. Then got
guys.
the balls to say to Turkey, make a fight with that cat that arguably some people reckon beat him last time, but
Yeah, Dubois.
but it was
Yeah.
Dubois. Yeah, you know what I mean? That shows balls. I like that.
Yeah, that was gangster. I was like, whoa. He ain't had no words. He just looked back. Where Turkey at? Yo, make this fight with him. Let's get this going.
Fuck. That was gangster
We'll
strike.
show you.
Like, I ain't scared to give you no rematch. Like, his whole face said it. Like, well, you coming to ruin my moment? Okay.
Nine, who's your... No, sorry to cut you off, Slick. Finish.
No, you fine. Go ahead.
Nine, who you got as the number one prospect?
Still
so
Abdullah. Abdullah. He's still the number one prospect.
Me too.
Still Abdullah, bro.
Okay.
Hey, fuck, I'll jump in here. Are we counting, what's Keyshawn? Is he a prospect or is he a contender?
He's a contender now.
He's a contender now.
Okay, so he's not a prospect. I was going to say I'd have him in front
Hey,
of
fellas,
Abdullah.
let me ask y'all a question, though, because I seen something with Showbiz, the adult, shout out to him for this content, too. And I said, damn, you might be right. You might be onto something. He says, in 135, in a lot of ways, Keyshawn has surpassed Shakur. And I'm like, damn.
Hang on. By what he's actually achieved or by how active he's been?
I'm saying as far as people having a fan base, the fan base.
Right.
You know what I mean? Popularity and fan base.
But then
you know what I'm
let
saying?
me use your argument against you just to offset
No.
It's not about
this is not a skill thing. I'm saying as far as a fan base, like Keyshawn was just like a regular, okay, whatever. But now he's gaining more fans. I ain't say nothing about skill, nothing about this, because that little bullshit ass fight that he got, that ain't nothing. But I'm saying as far as him, hell no. But I'm saying this is a face of boxing argument. This is not a skill argument.
That's what I was going to say. This is a face of boxing, not the lower ranks, but face of boxing, not pound for pound.
Yeah, he's starting to gain more popularity than Shakur. Not better than Shakur, but he's surpassing Shakur in popularity.
But isn't that off the back of his hometown coming, where he had his whole family singing the anthem?
Yeah, but he also beat a dude that came in 6 pounds fucking overweight.
Yeah, and Shakur is off the back of 2 lackluster ass performances.
Hey, Mark, sometimes it doesn't matter what weight you're at. If you can't fight light and you can't fight heavy, you just can't fight. So,
that's how I look at it too.
I looked at it. I thought that was dangerous for Keyshawn to not can that fight because that dude came in 6 pound over. I thought, no, they're going to can that. And he said, no, fuck it. We're going to we're still going to take him.
And we saw him piece up bloody Hitchens before that fight. So
that's right. That's exactly.
Yeah, no, I give it to Keyshawn on that fight, but I get what he's saying that people are more gravitating to him because he's more
He's more entertaining
pleasing
Fan
to
than
the
friendly
eyes.
Shakur.
style, bro.
Fan friendly. That's the word. Fan
Exactly.
friendly style. Yeah, fan
Yeah.
friendly
More
style.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Yep. And
He got that.
he's surpassing him like,
More
all right, say for instance,
casual
right?
friendly slick.
There you go. That's what I'm looking for. There you go. Casual friendly.
Say for instance, let me ask you guys a question. You had your last $40, whatever the fuck, and you had to pay for a boxing match, and you had Keyshawn fight door number 1 or Shakur fight door number 2. Which one are you gonna pay for?
Well, it's certainly not Barrios going to 154. Let's make that
No,
clear.
that's not happening. Now, I'd prefer to watch Keyshawn fight.
Exactly, and in
Yeah.
that way, that's how he's surpassing Shakur.
Right.
Nothing about
Yeah,
skills.
I know. I understood what you were saying.
Yeah,
He definitely he had Shakur had that at once upon a time, but like you say, how boxing is, man, is what have you done for me lately? You know what I'm saying? Not
It's like I said to. Sorry,
despite
Slick.
despite that this fight got canceled that he's supposed to have with Joe Cordina, the layoff. You know what I'm saying? All that play a toll in it, man. You gotta stay in front of people's eyes. That's why we say you gotta stay active, bro. You know.
It's like I said to Heavy on his live the other day, last weekend, whenever the hell that was. I said you were pumping this Keyshawn Davis up, and I really didn't know who he was. You know, I'd heard of him, but I hadn't seen him. And then I seen that fight, and I only seen replays, but anyway, I thought, wow, okay. No wonder Tio was quite big on him, and not just because he's from his hometown, that included, but he really showed me something in that fight against who was that cat? His last one, the bloke that came in 6 pound over. Anyway, he
yeah.
impressed me. I thought far out.
Uh,
Okay, this bloke pretty good.
Well, what I picked up out of that fight, Mark, is you see that depending on where you're watching it and the camera angle, he's just got that switch in him that when he gets hit, he wants to go and get his get back. And for
Yeah.
the whole fight, and I liken that to Bud a little bit. For the fight, his corner was saying, "No, you don't need to go and actually go and get him out of there."
It only
So
went a round and a half.
yeah, I mean it was one thing about Keisha I do like he improving every fight I see.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah, no,
I think
he's nice.
he's
I
gonna grow
like
into
him.
be a bigger star than Shakur. And
I
I
mean, he's
think
not
it's
all out
inevitable.
aggressive. He's not all out aggressive, but he's got that in him, but he's also got a bit of boxing skill as well. So that's
Yeah.
a good combination. You know,
I don't know
he's
how
not a
long.
rock'em sock'em robot like fucking Tim Zoo, but he's not a run backwards fucking scaredy cat like fucking Shakur. So, and to me, that's a good combination.
Yeah, he'd have had his scares to straighten his ass up too. Like that one fight he had, he was winning, he damn near lost it. Got clocked on them ropes like that. So he had his times where he had to know to straighten up. Like this is the
Not to mention
most
he popped
But
focused.
dirty
that's
last year for weed, bro.
Yeah, then he popped dirty for
fuck,
weed. Yeah, I
mate. Yeah,
I think
that's
this
a
was
real
the most
performance enhancer. That shit.
right,
Yeah.
it was for arthritis.
Yeah,
right.
that's what I
Glaucoma.
take it for. That's what I'm taking it for. Arthritis.
Yeah. So I think like you know what I'm saying. Keisha ain't gonna go on and be great, but like as long as he stayed like focused as he was in that last fight, because that was the most be honest, that was the most focused I ever seen him in a fight. Like he
Yeah.
was super focused going in there. He played it smart. His elbows tucked. He wasn't swinging wide. Like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
If he can
but
keep
like
on
you
that
were
rope,
saying a minute ago, he had that thing the fight before where he was on the ropes and like, but it's all learning.
yeah, yeah,
If as long as you win and you're still learning, that's
right,
a good thing.
right.
But you want to know the difference between him and Shakur? Uh Shakur stick with his grandfather. No knock on him. His grandfather is a great coach that teaches amateur style. That's why he's cranking out all these amateur champions. Whereas Keyshawn, he went to Bomac, who's a damn good professional style coach. That's
Mm-hmm.
why he's more fan friendly. All that plays a part too. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
He's a
Mm-hmm.
fan friendly fighter.
I think that the success that Bomac and Crawford have had means that anyone that comes in that stable just aren't in a position to actually start speaking back to Bomac. like, I want to do this. Like, they walk into that stable just going, Bomac's the man. Look what he's done with Crawford. I just need to shut up and listen. Whereas there's probably plenty of stables that aren't like that.
Yep.
Yo, that's
Like,
what
you
Lenz
have
Lewis.
to, don't you?
Lenz Lewis said something a long time ago where he said something like, "It's a fighter who got cheerleaders in the corner ain't gonna go for it. They need to seek the truth. If you don't seek the truth gonna find your ass." You know, and that's what you basically saying. A lot of these guys got family members in their corner that they, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a it's I don't know why it's always like that, but it's a difference. Family tend not to listen to family because you're so used to being around them. You know what I'm saying? Versus you have a trainer that don't have to deal with you. You know what I mean? And for as a Bomac, like you said, I imagine they go in there like that. And plus, Bomac fought. You know what I'm saying? Bomac got the fighting experience as well.
You've only got to look at the way that it was perceived that Ryan Garcia and Derek James were working together. Derek James pretty much just coming out in the media and just saying, oh, well, look, I just let Ryan do whatever the fuck he wants. I've got no control over him. So that doesn't work other than just getting money in your bank account, right? But
right.
I don't think you can go into a Crawford stable or a Bomac stable and actually you'll be found out pretty quick. You'll be put in your place if you think you can actually back chat and start to tell someone that knows better than you what you should and shouldn't be doing. So,
no, I agree. I think that's just the same reason Tim Zoo needs to change trainers. I mean, I know Uncle Igor, you know what I mean? It's a family thing, and it's the same sort of thing. You know what I mean? He's obviously
that's what I was saying.
He was not listening in that Madrimov, Murtazalia fight. He was not listening. And if his fucking corner was telling him to do what he was doing, then they're fucking idiots. But I'm sure they weren't.
Right.
Do y'all remember young Lennox Lewis before he had Emmanuel Stewart?
Mm-hmm.
Only thing he had was a motherfucking right hand. He got with Emmanuel Stewart. He learned how to get a jab. He started setting up his jab. Then you was like, damn, shit, you can't even get past the jab.
Yep.
That's the difference between the amateur coach and sometimes you just need a guy that's gonna take you to the next level.
Yep. Or
that's
at the least bring somebody in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, bring somebody 100%. In. Like Bomac said, it's a team of them. It ain't just him. People think it's just Bomac. Bomac got
that's right.
4 other coaches.
That's exactly right, Slick. It's not just Bomac. And then people put it on Bomac, but it's not just him.
Right.
Nope.
It'd be Bernie, wouldn't it? Bernie'd be a wealth of information.
Yeah, Bernie, he helped coach. I forgot the Mexican dude. He used to box too. I can't remember his name. And then another guy.
We'll give a shout out to Pell in the comments there.
What did he do, Pell?
Coming in late.
How are you, Pell?
I'm trying to think of dude now. I can't think of it, but he used to box too. And then
Slick give Pell a new name, didn't you? Go to hell, Pell.
Yeah, go to hell, Pell. Go to hell, Pell. That's his name.
So who's the best trainer of 2024?
Ooh, Robert Garcia.
Oh, there's something in the water over there, Slick.
Robert Garcia, hands down. If he don't get it, they hating. Robert Garcia, 100%. This dude have made champions, national champions this year.
Ain't gonna be fucking Uncle Eagle, put it that way.
Actually, Robert Garcia's stuff is ran like B&B. It's a team. It's him and his dad and some other coaches.
Yep.
It's just called Garcia Academy.
Yep. Yeah, that man, hey, he been doing his thing this year, bro.
Well, Frank Warren's put a proper beating on Matchroom all year.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Hey, is that actually legal? Is that actually legal for someone like Frank Warren to be yelling instructions to the fighter from the front row during a fight?
Yeah, he could do that. You could do that. You just can't go walk to the apron.
I couldn't work for.
As long as you in your seat,
I'd jump
stand in front of your seat.
You could in the face.
Yeah,
Shut
but
up, I'm trying to fight.
Yeah, but that motherfucking turkey walked his ass to the apron though. Like, fuck that! I paid for this shit. Fuck, do what I want. That shit fucked me up. But you can do that. You can do that.
For Pell again, he just asked another question in the comments. So I'll go with Usyk,
Usyk gonna end up being fighter of the year, bro.
fighter of the year. Yeah.
Usyk out here doing damage.
Right, hey, Slick. I'm going to have to go because for some reason my phone not charging while I'm on StreamYard lately.
All right, that's what it do, man. I'm gonna shut it down in a minute.
But I wanted to ask you one question. I thought of this earlier and I didn't want to fuck up the whole thing. But how's your daughter going?
Oh, she doing good. She doing real good.
Yeah.
Yep. Her hair done grew long enough now. She finna get it braided, so she moving, man. Healthy.
All right.
Moving along, man.
Well, that's
we ain't
good.
quite. She got another year to be completely out of it. We are on day 270, I believe, or something like that. Close to day 270. So.
Roger that.
We're wishing everyone best.
Anyway, all the best. All the best to you and her.
Appreciate it.
I don't know. I probably won't speak to you again before Christmas. So everybody have a good Merry Christmas.
You too, mate.
And if I catch yous again, I'll either be in Bali or fucking Thailand.
Right on, man. That's what's up, bro. You might
that's
see
where I'll be for the next couple of weeks.
You might see Jazzy Porter because she said, "Give me my check. I'm going to Bali." He said it.
Well, she's probably been exiled over there, Slick, after she dropped a bomb on No Limit and Glenn Jennings. Hell, look, for me, easily, female fighter of the year is...
Go on. You say it first, DJ.
Fondora.
Yep, exactly what I was going to say.
Yep.
And then the male fighter of the year, I'm just going to stop and have a bit of a think about that for a minute because there's been some pretty good achievements.
All right, I'm out. See you, boys.
All right, Mark.
Thanks, Mark. Be safe.
Yeah, I would say Usyk just because he ran it back twice this year with two big players in the heavyweight division and won both of them. That's crazy. Two big players. In 1 year, you gave them both their rematches. Hey, that's huge, bro. That's huge. What do y'all think though? If he beats Du Bois, become 2-time heavyweight undisputed, what if he did decide to go back down to cruiserweight?
As long as I only want to see that, Slick, for my own selfishness, if the cruiserweight has a undisputed Jai and Zordo, because as much as I want to see either of one of those actually fight Usyk, I'd like that matchup to be settled before Usyk comes back and potentially shows them who's boss. So I as long as Usyk has got only one name to go back down to cruiserweight to aim at, not two.
Yeah.
But with Usyk's power now, he can do whatever he wants. Like he's nearly.
I'm with you on that because I don't want to fuck the Opetaya and Zerto fight up. I want to see that. But if he drop back down to cruiserweight and mess around and become 2-time undisputed cruiserweight, that's some shit. That's some shit.
Pill, female fighter of the year got to be Ressa.
Carissa? Nah, for what?
He's exercising.
Not this year. Not this year, bro. You got Fondora. She became the youngest undisputed female champion.
And did it in dominant fashion too.
You ain't lying. Drop that motherfucker. Nah, for real. And this ain't no hate on Clarissa, bro. What's up now? It's like you keep doubling up.
I don't know what the fuck just happened. My phone,
okay. But yeah, so Clarissa ain't really did much this year, bro. We talking about this year. Clarissa has a stellar career, bro. She's gonna be a legend in female boxing forever, bro. Whenever she stop. We ain't take nothing from her. But this year, she ain't did much. She ain't done much of nothing. Went up to heavyweight, and there ain't many females at heavyweight. Like her next fight, I think old girl like 40 years old, bro. There's nothing up there, bro. She gonna clean up easy at heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Then she gonna contemplate coming back down. That's what she gonna do. It's hard. You gotta think it's hard for her to get fights. As much shit as people talking about her though, nobody's trying to fight her. So she's hopping around.
Yeah,
But I
she's
don't take.
wherever she can get.
Yeah, so I'm not taking it from her. I'm glad she's trying to stay active. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to further her career to the point when she do stop fighting, it's gonna be hella high water to find another Clarissa Shields. You know, so she just trying to put a stamp on that. But this year, Fundora's sister definitely getting it, bro.
And I'm prepared to make an argument with a little bit more thought that someone like a Abdullah Mason might be fighter of the year because he's fought 5 times.
Yeah, he didn't. He
Hey.
fighting. Hey, that's a busy little dude, bro.
Hey.
Like you can't just disregard that. Like, man, if you're just going to keep getting in there and mopping these blokes up, and find a way. Yes, you got dropped, but you got back up and you done the deal. Like,
It wasn't even that how people say it like that, but it wasn't even like how it sounds come out somebody's mouth. The way he got up was in this ecstatic fashion, like
exactly. It was almost like
crazy.
a flash knockdown. So like, how do you weigh activity and impressive performances against one or two big title fights? Like, somewhere they've got to meet in the middle, right? So,
well, title fight. I think title fights kind of separate the rec ones that ain't up for title fights yet. So I could see that, but like maybe you have 1A, 1B, or 1 and 2. But I'll say this: that fight was more impressive than his other fights this year to me. For me to see that young man can get hit like that and get his ass back up and go right back to work.
Yep.
See, people look at shit backwards today. That shit right there ain't no joke. No joke.
Tell me I don't have an argument. Just because he's a prospect, tell me why that rules him out of fighter of the year if he's just every few months stepped in the ring, done his job, and clean shot.
Yeah, it would have to be separate because you got people out here fighting more quality opponents than he is, and things like that. Like other people with more recognition than his opponents. But
well, then I'd argue with you. What you're doing is then you're separating most impressive win of the year compared to fighter of the year. They're two different things.
Yeah. So most impressive would definitely be than fighter of the year. Like fighter of the year would be the person, but because he's a prospect, I could say he could be in a candidate for that because he's a prospect. So
you know what
I'm saying?
This is surreal to me because I remember like one of the first couple of times we had met earlier this year, you was like, bro, hey, name some prospects that I can look out for. And I was like, Abdullah Mason, bro. And now here it is years in, and you like, yeah, he the truth.
Yeah, man.
Tiger Johnson was another one that you give me. So look, I don't come with the same, let's call it, I don't come to these conversations with the same history in my mind, right?
Yeah.
That you blokes do. So I'm only seeing what's right in front of me. And that's where I talk to that 2-year period where I'm going, well, I don't really give a fuck that 10 years ago, Canelo fought GGG 3 times. Don't care.
Right.
Don't give a fuck.
That year might have put him at the top of pound for pound. What did I see this year? Fuck all.
Yep.
He fought 11-0 fighters, right?
Right.
That's a cop out to me, right?
And that's the same way I feel with Bud. Sorry, Punch, but that's the same way I feel with Bud. Okay, bro, you held it down. You beat Spence. Okay, this year you fought Magnumoff or whatever, and it was a hard fight. It wasn't an easy fight.
Right.
And you only fought once this year. So where do I rate you? Are you still pound for pound? No.
No, he can't be because he only fought that one time.
Yep.
That's not, and I think people also feel like if you're not on the pound for pound list, that means you shit. That's not what it means, bro. It's just the standout group at the time. You know what I'm saying? And who's gonna be in that group tough enough to keep their ass at number one? You know what I'm saying? That shit could change all the time. It's gonna take a special fighter to stay number one. You know what I mean? So before is Abdullah, man. Yeah, only because he's a prospect, yo. He could be candidate definitely for
Hey,
a
is-
standout fight.
Is he fighting in the pros?
No, he's in the pros. He's just not amongst the. He's not a contender yet.
Well,
Hey,
what's
Slick,
that
the
matter? They're two different descriptions. We're saying fighter of the year, not contender of the year, prospect of the year, fighter of the year. Who's got the best resume for 2024? That's the way I look at it.
Well,
But then
Abdullah
when
in
you start talking about resumes, you got to talk about titles.
yeah, right, and Abdullah don't got the best resume.
He
And
don't have a
some other
title. He never
fighters
fought for one.
never fought for
You
it.
know what I
Right, I was
mean?
about to say no champions. No, he ain't fought none of that yet.
So a guy can kind of beat him out because world titles are huge. So say for instance, he only fought twice this year and he unified both times he fought. Then goddamn, you know what I mean?
Right. But I like the way they moving him. I mean, yeah, Keyshawn about to be up for a fight. A championship fight. So what? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna end up meeting and it's gonna serve well. That the way he being moved, trust me, it's gonna fare a lot better than the way he's being moved.
Mhm.
Remember, I said I'm not naming him fighter of the year. I'm just saying that I could make an argument that he could be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you were to put all that stigma and bias away from prospects, contenders, all of those sorts of things, right?
Right.
How many wins have you got this year?
Exactly.
Right. If you just look at it like just raw, just like that, then yeah.
And you can say his competition wasn't as good, but was it equal? And he just embarrassed them? I don't know. So
True. You can say that too.
You know,
Like I
Let's be
said,
honest though, we haven't seen nobody steamroll opponents in a year like that since Mike Tyson was champion.
in a long time, bro. Because that little kid is special, bro.
That's the last time I seen a motherfucker just 5 opponent? Was it 4 or 5?
I think it was 4 or 5. Yeah, about 4 or 5.
well,
Yeah, but he steamrolled all them guys.
Yeah, he going through them, and like I said, it's crazy how people look at his last fight. Oh, he ain't shit, dude. That's the most impressive win to me. The way he got the fuck up and was like, "Hold on, dude." That showed me a lot. That showed me where his heart is at. You know what I'm saying? You usually don't see a fight, and nowadays you usually don't see a fighter's heart until they really get in there to somebody who you know is gonna be competition, right?
Yeah.
That 50-50 fight. Can he really pull this out type shit? That kid got his ass knocked down, jumped right the fuck back up, got right back focused, went right back over there, was like, come here, dude. Then happened again, got right back up, bring your ass, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he young, he made that mistake, like jump right back in there like that, but kid got heart, bro. He's not gonna be easy for nobody.
It was 4 knockdowns in that fight. They dropped each other twice.
Yeah, it's not gonna be. It's not, and then dude could punch because he knocked him down with one leg.
Yeah.
He had a sprained ankle.
Knockdown, he got up fucked up.
Yeah.
All I'm challenging you blokes to think about is don't wait for them to become stars before they're fighter of the year, because what they might be doing before they become absolute stars is equally impressive. If you have a look at that war that was Zerto and who'd he fight, Slick?
I can't remember, but yeah, that was some shit.
That was a proper war. And then
that was some shit.
Then you look at someone like Jai Opetaia that's had to give up his belt, right, to go on Riyadh. And then when he comes out of Riyadh, he's fought 4 times this year and cleaned up shop. So there's some really good achievements that are happening.
Joseph Parker too. Parker did his thing this year too.
Zang.
Yeah. There's some really, really good achievements that are happening for the non-elite or the non-famous, I'll call them.
Yeah. Right. Non-famous, right. Non-popular. But no, you're absolutely right, bro. That's why I be encouraging. Watch the prospects, watch the undercards.
No other channel but except our channels that we frequent, our friends. Nobody talks about Zhang or Bakoli but except us.
Right.
And these dudes is just killing shit this year.
Yeah,
even though Zhang lost to Joseph Parker, Joseph Parker's a great fighter.
Yeah,
in my humble opinion.
And I like seeing shit like that. Like we had an argument a long time ago on this channel where oh man, once you down, that's it. Like, fuck no, you could dig your way back out, bro. You just got to have them impressive wins. Goddamn, me and Parker been rolling. You
And
know what I'm
You'll
matter
saying?
of fact, Parker fought 4 times this year too, just like um Abdullah Mason, but on a higher level, bro.
Right.
And he beat Zane and Wilder this year. So
Yeah.
that kind of trumps Abdullah. Abdullah in there though. I get man, shout out to him. He doing his thing. I hate an
see it.
inactive fighter.
Next year he finna be a monster. 'Cause next year he gonna be a contender.
Yep.
So
All I'm asking you boys is to think achievements rather than fame. Yes,
Yep.
the
mhm.
world title fights mean a lot, but gee, there's been some good achievements. So those achievements can't be ignored when you're looking at fighter of the year.
Right. Right.
Even Zane after losing to Parker, coming back and knocking out Wilder in very, very impressive fashion. The Dubois beating Hergovich and Joshua, bro. Fucking Usyk beating um Dubois. Usyk was this year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Usyk beat Dubois and then um Fury twice. Bro, that's some nigga. That's this year been heat.
Yep.
If you not just stuck on the American, and this is only for Americans, I think. When you listen to other channels, Deej, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. Because Americans, man, this country is fucked up. So it's a lot of race politics, and it's a lot of fanboyism, idol worship.
Hmm.
And once you get past that and look at what Eddie Hearns is doing, people won't even touch. It's some guys that won't even touch a the zone fight because it don't have nothing to do with PBC and Al Heyman, and they figure, okay, PBC and Al Heyman, that's the black company.
Yeah, and that's
You
what I
know,
was saying. They talking about taking a petition, talking about Turkey trying to take boxing out of America. I'm like, what?
Ooh,
nine. You know what? When
fights
you
happen.
stop and being, if you stop being selfish about it, right, and trying to prove your point, it's actually their loss.
Yeah,
Facts.
Right? It is, if they're proper boxing fans, it's their loss if they're only tunnel visioned on what happens in the US.
yep,
Because we only had this conversation, Slick, 48 hours ago, whenever it was. And I said, look, if I have to pick one channel that I'm going to subscribe to going into the future, it's going to be the Zone. And why? Because I get fights every single weekend, and that's on top of the big title fights in the Riyadh season. Right?
amen.
So,
Yep, yep. I remember when you said that too. That's who I go with the zone, hands down.
Yep. Because and then now you finna get everybody else over there too.
The
Shit.
zone and an ESPN Plus um
Subscription.
ESPN Plus subscription, and I'm good.
Yeah, it's
I'm
$5.
well, ESPN Plus is going to run out in June 30 because Top Rank's going over to the Zone.
Zone. Yep.
yep.
Queensberry going
Well,
over there
hey,
too.
the zone is what I got then. Nothing but that.
And it's crazy because Queensberry announcing that they going over there next year, but Queensberry showing their fights over there already.
Hey,
So I mean, everybody finna be under one platform, bro. I don't know why they trying to run this bullshit. It's all over X. Petition going around, Turkey trying to take fights. I was on there going back and forth. I'm like, don't y'all see majority of his card is UK fighters? Fuck are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
just,
And
it's
then
just sulking, Slick. It's just absolutely sulking.
I'm
Let
like,
them.
dog,
And you're not going to win a lawsuit against bloody
man, you ain't even.
public
It's not
invest.
even. It's not even get off the ground. That's just stupid. I'm like, y'all dumb, bro. And then on top of that, I'm like, y'all can't be true boxing fans. You got to know that there's gonna be cards in America, bro. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like y'all so scared. Like you think all these promoters is just gonna have everybody move to overseas and just fight overseas. It don't work like that.
But
You know what
it's
I
a
mean?
form of Stockholm syndrome because guess what, bro? The American promoters, listen, we talked about Caleb Plant and Maul Charlo, and that was an in-house fight.
Right.
And we can't even get that
Right.
at the expense. They making moves at the expense of the fans that we don't even get the shit that we want to see over here. And then
Right.
here we go with one bloke, as Deeds would call him, Turkey, man.
And in less than a year, he cleaned up the whole fucking heavyweight division. And it only took like 2 or 3 cards to do it.
Facts.
Cleaned up. We know who the top guy in heavyweight division is. Next. You feel me?
Right.
In 3 cards, we figured that shit out.
Well, he's not just doing it. If you actually have a closer look, he's not just actually doing it with heavyweight. He's now doing it with super welterweight, so 154.
Yeah, 54. He's trying to get that together.
But I use heavyweight as an example because now we have an undisputed and we know who the top guy is. That's why I use it as the ultimate example. But yeah, 54, he's on his way to doing it with that too.
Light heavyweight, 175. I mean, you give him the opportunity.
We know who the head number one guy is at 75. We know who the light heavyweight champion is, and we know who the motherfucking heavyweight champion is. And guess what? What would be dope to me? I think I sent it to you, Slick.
What?
You know, Usyk beat Bivol in the Olympics.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
Yep.
But what I like is that if you're a boxing fan and you tuned into these turkey cards, your eyes, or if you never seen no UK fighters, just open your eyes to understand there are a lot of other great fighters over there. And if the American side get familiar with these cats, man, maybe some of these cats can come over here and fight in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? With no problem, without talking about they wouldn't sell or things like that. And boxing, when you mix it up, boxing will become great for everybody, every country. Yeah. There will be no invisible wall no more when you bring Davies, say Ishmael Davies, he get on the terror. Guess what? You getting to see this cat. Yeah, y'all know Ishmael, he supposed to come over and fight an American fighter. You know what I'm saying? Then maybe it would sell because now people know who these people are. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Boychuk. People would not be talking about Boychuk right now if he didn't get that shot on a turkey card, bro. Motherfucker, Murder Zalia, all these. Now we talking about them as if like they are American fighters, but I like that we not just the American stigma is just leaving, and we're talking about boxing in a whole, and it's all in its totality. You get what I'm saying? We're not just saying this American fighter. We're not just saying this UK fighter. We just talking boxing now. You get what I'm saying?
Well, Turkey is fuck around and find out was a person. That's Turkey. Fuck around and find out.
Look, it's simple maths. The international community is always going to outweigh the US community when it comes to boxing. Right? It is just simple maths. I walked you boys through the maths there not that long ago. Right? Out of 360 million people in the US, 360 million people don't watch boxing. Right? They'll watch NBA, they'll watch NFL, they'll watch all these other top tier sports first, and boxing will be, I've got nothing else to watch, I might watch this. Now, what you're talking about, Slick, is exposure. You've only got to watch the Zone Fight Nights on a Friday night, right?
Right.
And you get to see Puerto Rican boxing, you get to see Mexican boxing, you get to see UK boxing, you get to see even Australian boxing come January 8th, right?
Right.
The international boxing is there for you on a plate, and you want to complain that you only want to eat off a certain plate, not another plate. Well, if you only want to eat off the PBC and the American plate, we'll go for your life. But don't complain when the rest of the international boxing fans are getting a 4-course buffet over here on this other plate. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Right. But what I'm saying is, though, like what I see this working when I'm getting calls from close people, like my brother-in-laws, they watch boxing, right? But then, like, when all this stuff started, now they're really tuning in. They give me calls like, yo, who is this Boychuk cat? Is he good? Is it, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They would never ask me that no other time. That's how I know, like, what Turkey is doing, it's working. It's bringing eyes to the sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bottom line, there's a new boss.
Right. And
bottom line, new boss.
And the thing is that really, really, really got me excited is that now this is going to upset the apple cart over here in America, because even though you got Top Rank going over there and stuff like that, right? He's going to be able to put more than fucking 5 fighters on a pedestal.
Yep.
See, that's how we usually work in the divisions over here. You usually have 4 or 5 top fighters, and the rest of them get looked at as tomato cans. And when they are more than 5 should be put on that pedestal. Your top 10 should be put on a pedestal. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that way we won't be talking about who's left for Earl to fight, who's left for Bud to fight. No, there's other fighters out there. We just don't know who the fuck they is because the promoter's only gonna promote the like you say, the Olympian and 3 other motherfuckers. That's it over in America. Now over there you seeing Turkey bringing Boychuk out the cut. Who the fuck is Boychuk? Who the fuck is Ishmael Davis? Who the fuck is Mirzaliev? Who the fuck is Usyk? Who the fuck? You get what I'm saying? Now he putting all these motherfuckers on pedestals and getting them paid. Bacoli got life again, and Zhang finally getting the paydays he deserved. And people talking about, dang, you see that big old Chinese motherfucker? Who the fuck is that? Damn, I'm talking. This is real. This is real. This is how it's brought to me. Hey man, I ain't even know Chinese people can get that big, bro. Who the fuck is that? Like people are taking notice, bro. And I like that, and that's gonna force our promoters. Yo, you gotta come with more than 4 motherfuckers that you think is great. Get it? What's wrong with your other? What's up with the rest of your stable?
You got to come with more than Ramos Jr. against a tomato can. You've got to come with Pitbull against a tomato can.
You got to think about it. Who you gonna put in there with Nick Ball, bro? When Nick Ball active as fuck from over here, you got to think about shit like that. Like, in order for America to compete, if you fuck with Turkey, you gonna have to have some active fighters.
Yep.
Hey, who did Turkey sign for next year, Slick?
What you mean, sign? For February 22nd?
No. For next year, right? After this next fight, who does Turkey promote in a way?
Oh yeah, anyway, he's saving Bacoli and somebody for March. He got a big card he want to do in March, and then he said by the end of the year he want to get Inoue over there in Riyadh.
Hey fellas, I'm about to come down because my phone is about to die, but I got a question before I leave, and I'm gonna answer my question too. Who's the fighter that you think deserves a shot more than anybody at a title?
Zhang.
I would go with Barrosa.
In any division?
Yeah. I like Barrosa. Remember Barrosa who knocked out the kid after
Ishmael. It's not Ishmael too. Ishmael Barrosa.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm coming down, bro, because I'm like on 10%.
All right. Right on, 9. Yeah, I think that. But go continue what you were saying, D. Or do you want to answer that question? I'm sorry.
I'll answer the question first.
Got you.
And it has to be 2. Jack Catterall.
Okay.
And Bolchak. Now.
There you go.
What I was going to say is that I'm going to leave some out for those that haven't worked it out yet.
Okay.
Anthony Joshua, Usyk, Tyson Fury, Joseph Parker, Zerto, Jai Opataya, Janabek, Bivol, Beterbiev, Bud Crawford, Madrimov, Bolchak, Virgil. 147 is a little bit difficult because that's in and out. 140, Prograis, Catterall, El Rayo, 135. Not sure who's actually been on those cards at on the zone or Matchroom. Who's been a couple at 135 on that?
I'm not sure.
Well, Shakur across there now.
Yeah, Shakur and Schofield and who else? Oh no, he went up. That's what was my guy that fought Nick Ball and lost, and he went up to 140. He went up. No, he's at 135. That was at 126. Or he at 130. I'm tripping. Damn, what's his name, man?
You talking about Fulton?
Fulton? No.
Well, Fulton's there. You've got Inoue, right?
Yeah.
So when I just name those names from multiple different stables, right, and promoters, who's actually left? That's actually the biggest question. Who is left? And I've probably missed a couple, right?
Right.
That isn't across there in that sand pit, right? Pride's not
Ford.
going to help you.
That's his name.
Well,
Raymond Ford. Raymond Ford.
Raymond Ford. Okay. Pride's not going to help you, right?
Right. Right.
Pride doesn't help you in business. You just watch the world pass by, evolve, do better, and your ego and your pride, right, because you're US based, leaves you behind potentially, right? I'm not having a
Right.
crack at US fans or US people, US
Right. Right.
promoters.
Right.
I'm just saying when you write all these names down on paper and in between all the other promoters, the world of boxing has shifted in 12 months. It started December last year. It's now 12 months later, and the world of boxing and the stars have shifted.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to watch them, you got to get with the program.
Right. 100%. And like I said, it's gonna force our fans, American fans, and it's also gonna force the American promoters to promote more than like I say, 4 or 5 months. Like when you got down to 126, you only can name, like I say, Stephen Fulton. We got other 126s here that just ain't getting that shot. You get what I'm saying? Or being promoted as such, or whatever the case. They gonna have to come with more active fighters, because if not, every time an American fighter touched ground fighting a UK or going to Riyadh, we gonna get blown out. So they gotta step their game up. And I'm happy for it. I'm not bitching about it. I'm really happy for it. And also I feel like the American public are going to be able to look at boxing through the lens of what I look at it for. Like I've always watched all of boxing. You get what I'm saying? I never was just like, oh, I just watch American boxing. I never wasn't even raised upon that. You know what I mean? I watched all of boxing, bro. That's why I always preach. Man, it's stuff you can watch in Ireland. It's stuff you can watch here. Stuff I just watch whatever boxing on, and if I like what I see, I follow that person. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's the influence that Turkey is having. People could be pocket watchers all they want. He's spending all this money. I don't care about that shit. I like that he's bringing eyes to the sport and making people look at boxing as a whole versus Australian boxing, American boxing, UK boxing, European. I don't know. Fuck all of that. You know what I'm saying? Look at boxing as a straight up whole, bro. It's a fucking sport. Period.
Look, just enjoy the sport rather than putting a tag on it. US
Yeah.
boxing or Japanese boxing, just don't put a tag on it.
Right.
They're in the ring wearing the same gloves under the same rules. Just enjoy the contest.
That's
And
it.
look what you've done to me this year. Look at some of the bullshit. Well, we thought they were going to be bullshit fight cards, but some of that stuff that happened in Puerto Rico, oh, how good was that?
That was
They're
nice.
just fighting for contracts. They just went for it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And we need all of that back. We used to have that in America where you had the Friday night fights. You saw the people fighting for contracts and all of that stuff. And now it's just, oh, pay-per-view. We only know the most that if you catch a person outside, they only know a Earl Spence, a Bud Crawford, a Benavidez in a Tank. They probably couldn't name nothing else. Nothing else. You know what I mean? And that shows that you're not building fans of the sport. You know what I mean?
Well, what you're doing is you're actually getting suckered into exactly what they want you to do. Is they want to marinate these big fights and pretend that everything that's happening everywhere else isn't important.
Right.
So marinate a fight all you want between two superstars, right? If you know they are genuine superstars, but don't forget about all this other wonderful stuff that's happening over here to the right and the left. Give yourself the opportunity to actually go and look at someone and say, gee, I like the light of him, her, whatever it might be. So
right.
I think that people get suckered into the promotion and call it the media hype, but there's, what did I say? 1,088 pro fighters among 17 divisions ranked. How many do you know about?
Exactly.
So anyway, look, I'll let you go, Slick.
Right on.
I can't come into a sport and not look left, right, up, down. I like to look elsewhere. I'll be definitely looking in the US. There's plenty of talent over there, but if they don't show me, I'm going to put my focus in England or Japan or Saudi. You've just got to show me.
Facts. I agree with you, DJ.
If you don't show me, I can't be interested because I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. So
That's right.
show me what you got over there. Give me a platform where I can watch it. Pro Box is trying.
Yeah. And they growing too, though. They're growing. You can't grow overnight, but they moving pretty quick to be starting out. And I support Pro Box. I like Pro Box TV, while people are already trying to down it and things like that. Oh, he's a Pro Box fighter, like it's a circus act or some shit. No, we need a Pro Box. We need things, outlets like that. You know what I mean?
Well, some people have got to remember that they were a trainee, or they were at college, or they were an apprentice. It's no different. Think about your own career. Boxers are no different.
Yeah.
You can't leave school and go straight to the top and be a Canelo. It just doesn't happen that way.
Exactly. Like TCL, shout out to TCL, Team Combat League. I like that. I like all of it. All of it. You know what I mean? And because they're on them platforms, they're not stuck on those platforms. It's just a proving ground. You know what I mean? And a lot of boxing fans feel like, well, if he was so good, how come he didn't go get signed at Golden Boy or Top Rank or PBC? It doesn't always be like that. Sometimes a fighter is good enough. Sometimes it's their own choice, and the deal that they was presented wasn't never about the money. It's the type of deal like, you want me stuck. So they choose a different way. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of fighters like that, but it does not mean they never have that proving ground to prove they deserve their shot. And that's what it's about, man. Just working your way up. Like I say, it's a fighter sport, man. This ain't a guaranteed shot to anything, a guaranteed shot to stardom. But I feel like as long as we got enough outlets all over the world for all these fighters to get a chance to shine, yeah. If you that good, yeah, it's over 1,000 fighters, yeah. But if you that good and you want to put the work in to get out there and be seen, and especially for us fans to see them, man, it's a no brainer, man. It'll be next up, like I say, to mixed martial arts. You know what I mean?
Well, I liken it a little bit like repetitive behaviour, because some people just don't like change.
Mm-hmm.
So when you went to your local restaurant 10 years ago and the chef was really good and the service was really good and you got good food, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long do you keep going to that restaurant, right, before you actually realise that the food's deteriorated, the freshness, the chef's changed, the management's changed, and you're just not getting the product that you used to 10 years ago?
Right.
Now, what's it going to take you to walk across the road and go to another restaurant and realise, oh, shit, the food's better, the service is better, all those sorts of things. You actually have to get up and walk across the street and take a chance.
Right.
Because otherwise, you're stupid to the fact that the restaurant that you used to go to 10 years ago that valued you no longer values you. They just want your money and leave.
Right.
So
right.
Boxing's no different when it comes to pay-per-views and subscriptions. Take the chance, go across, give it a chance, and you might find that you might be getting fed better food for a better product.
I agree with you, DJ. I'm gonna leave it right there, bro.
Righto, mate.
Right on, man. See you soon. Well, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed tonight's show. Salute to everybody who came through over on YouTube and hit that like button. Salute to everybody over on X that's checking us out. Make sure y'all hit that follow button. Salute to my rewatch gang, man. I appreciate y'all. If y'all really like to say something down here in these comments. I'm your boy Slick 50, man. Y'all see me soon. I'm up out of here, man. Y'all be safe. Deuces.